Welcome to the NiceGuyAndy podcast with your host, the podcast god, Superfly, Johnny Lee. And tonight, we got a stacked house because we got the famous Green family. We got Donnie Green. We got Lexxi Green. We got Tommy Green. We got Bobby Green. We got Buddy Green. We got them all. And we're going to be having everybody calling in.
It ain't Buddy Green, it's Sammy Green.
Oh, Sammy Green. My bad, brother.
Leave Buddy, he's my buddy. My buddy. My buddy. My buddy.
The show has begun.
But you know what? Tonight is all about you guys. So,
Let's talk about
Sean
that
John's here
buddy.
too.
Wow.
yes, Sean Johnson's here as well. Just not on camera. But now, let's find out about the Green family.
Well, we're gonna have to make it quick because he gotta get back to the nursing home.
He can't hear you.
Are you shitting me?
Here we go.
You can't say cuss words on here.
Oh, I ain't allowed to say shit?
No.
My bad.
Hey, that's all right. Sometimes.
My bad. My bad.
Go
But we got
on, Tommy.
Well, we got Tommy Green in the house.
The outlaw.
This is my
Tommy
first time
Green.
meeting him.
Really?
Huh?
Yes,
yeah, he ain't
brother.
never met you before. He was so
Really?
Kayfabe?
Let him know who the outlaw Tommy Green is.
excited. Oh, Lord.
Oh,
They can hear you. You don't have to pull it closer. You got
no,
big enough
I
mouth.
like my shit close.
Okay. Go and yell up in there. I ain't wearing the headphones. I don't care.
Goddamn, you took my spot
But
from my
look,
phone.
you can see it on mine.
Well, you
What
gotta
get
have
yours
your
for?
spot.
Use your can.
No, I'm drinking that son of a
Oh.
bitch.
Let me
Don't
get
come
one.
on here with
All right,
that.
let him
Donnie.
Let Tommy
Let me
talk,
get one.
y'all.
Huh?
Let me get one.
Listen, it's gonna be like
Did
this
you
all night.
pitch
You might
in
as well
on
just
it?
get
Hey,
used
we
to
got
it.
2 hours.
I
You just
will.
let Uncle Tommy talk when
How
he's
many
ready.
of these you think
Yeah.
I brought?
At least at 6.
Of these?
Oh,
I gotta get home.
yeah.
I ain't
That's
alcoholic.
why
All right.
if you let
Floor is
Sammy
yours,
have
Uncle
some,
Tommy.
you'll be able to
All
get
right, shut up.
Okay.
For y'all information, how we started the Green family in 1960s. In the 60s, we put up the ring for
1960s a long time.
Oh,
Was it Cliff
Lexington
Lilly?
Catholic at that. We was putting the ring up for Paul Morton, the referee for Lance Russell and Nick Goodless. And we was there when Tojo was training Jerry Jarrett. And Donnie and Al Green would come in and help Tojo work with Jerry to get him started. Well, Jerry didn't know how to take the bumps, so us ring boys, that's what we was, putting the ring up, Don and Al Green would say, go get them Green boys, come bring them up here. That's how
Hold
we
on.
bring.
Uncle Tommy, you telling me you remember when Tojo was trained?
No, Tojo was training
He was training.
Jerry Jarrett.
No.
Listen to your damn mic. Get them big ears on and listen.
Oh shit! I ain't even got fucking headphones on. I heard that.
it's a whole
Everybody
lot
heard
of
it but
hearing
you,
on.
right?
I
Well,
hear
Everybody
a
heard
tree.
it.
Look at your
I
other
hear a tree.
headset. It's on backwards.
You can't keep blaming the tree, man.
He's got it on backer.
Sit.
He ain't
matter?
got the motherfuckers on right.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Y'all,
turn-
y'all
he
got
turned
to mute
around.
it.
Listen,
Y'all got to mute it.
I had to
Still
help
hear
him.
the same way.
Y'all got his
Nah,
ears
they're all
muted.
the way up.
He had it. No, brother. He had this part against his ear.
He had it muted.
No, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Look.
He had the hard plastic against your ear instead of the foam, you big dummy. And you wonder why you was never the Batman of the tag team. You was always Robin. Because shit like that right there.
Because I was still in
Shit
high
like
school.
that. Shit like that.
I was still in high school.
Got headphones on with the hard plastic against the ears by the phone.
You was the weird guy that tagged with somebody in the high school and be like, all right, put these
Oh.
leather pants on
Yeah.
and tag with me.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
jumped all over it.
So that's how the Green family come about. So we worked it up into the 70s. And then we finally went under the hood with Nick Goodless and Lance Russell. And the first night that we done the Bounty Hunters, we had the black and red mask. We pulled off the interstate. And we put the mask on. We was going to the armory. I looked at Donnie. I said, "You think them blue lights back there mean anything?" He said, "Shit, we're getting pulled over." So we pulled over, and he said, "What do y'all got mask on?" And we said, "We're going to the wrestling show right there in the National Armory." No, you ain't. We got to go to the little lockdown spot. So you ever try to call Lance Russell's number and he got a Tennessee number on a damn Kentucky phone in the jail? It ain't happening. You hear me? It ain't happening. Because you ain't got time to get the air code and the damn
Back
phone
in,
number.
and it took so long because you had to take
You had to dial the damn thing. It was a roll dial. Okay, make fun of me.
Well, I'm
It's
just
a
saying, by
roll
the time
dial.
you got to the end of the number, you had to take a break before you could even talk.
Right? But anyway, they had to come and get us. And of all people come and got me was Handsome Jimmy. They got me and Donnie out of the hotel. The Sweet Hotel, I guess you'd call it. But anyway, that's how I got hooked
Sweet
up with
Hotel.
Handsome Jimmy. So that's how I got hooked up with Jimmy. And then after Jimmy and I, in the 70s, we was winded up going to the Florida.
What'd you do, man? You always got your shit fucked up.
It wasn't me. It's always Andy.
It's got to be you.
It can't be
I think
me.
Andy's still sabotaging. You're going to whoop his ass again.
Yeah, because
Oh, Lord.
he claimed that he got new things to stop that feedback, and here it is. I'm hearing
I hear
feedback.
whistles
I
out
keep
my
hearing
ass.
it
Yeah,
coming from you.
exactly. That's the
I
feedback.
keep on hearing it.
I'm hearing the whistle and you ain't got the headphones
I
on,
know,
right?
but I can still hear it.
I know, right?
And
You ought to be
watch-
on this
you
side.
watch his
of them
face
damn
like
things.
you hear it, and then he's like,
I don't understand what's going on here.
Uncle
What kind
Exactly.
what kind
He's
of rinky
whistling.
dink bullshit podcast you running?
Yeah, I know, right?
Whatever Andy has fucking done.
great show,
Dang
first
it. No
family
wonder-
of Kentucky,
I like-
Tennessee.
wonder.
Hey,
wrestling.
the reason why he's
The
trying to
first
sabotage is
family.
because I got the Green family inside.
Hi,
here.
Nick.
What's up, Nick?
That's
Who
right.
Who else we got on? Jacob.
Yep, we got
She
David
bakes me all
Larison,
sorts of really yummy
Tarzan
stuff.
Isaac.
Crystal
and-
Rose has cussed me out my whole career.
She bakes me stuff.
Well, she hated me.
Crystal Rose.
Yeah, she
Are
made me
you
like
serious?
she made me a strawberry cheesecake.
I can tell you, I
I
know
hate
that
that
Oh
child.
no, it was delicious.
Oh, you know she tried
She
to
baked-
poison me.
No, she don't try to poison me.
Yeah,
she loves
because
me.
you're related to me.
So that don't mean nothing. Everybody loves me.
I'm gonna tell you a little story about them.
Oh God.
We
You got that
used to
bucket
be
over
the
there?
most
You got
hated.
that bucket?
Who?
Throw it in that bucket, please.
Yeah, right there. They can save a can.
I'm glad you're sitting on it.
That even stinks.
Now, what was that? Oh. I used to be well, I wasn't one of the most hated. Biggin was one of the most hated. I called him Big Donnie. Biggin, because he was my big brother. Damn, that turns me on.
That's your niece, Uncle Tommy.
And kissing cousins, too.
That don't mean that ice running down his back don't turn him on.
Hi Dawn. Y'all getting some age on you? Yeah, they sure are, aren't they?
Who's getting age on us? Who told me that?
That's what Braxton Hudley.
No,
Puppy Junior, he was going to come with me down here tonight, and he
Wow.
couldn't. And I was like, dude, call in.
I only got one more of these. You can't.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sammy.
He's got a
So
whole
he was,
six
he
pack
was
in
too
there. Go
good to
get you
come
one.
down then. That's what it was.
No,
Oh, yeah?
I told you I picked up
He
a
got a-
six
he got
on
a
the way
6.
here. I only got 2 left.
Go get. They got alcohol in there. Go fix you something.
Yeah.
There's a whole bar in there.
Yeah, there is.
But it's...
A
Hot
whole
damn.
liquor cab.
Buddy Green.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Do
Yeah.
not let him get tequila.
It's in there.
No.
For the
No,
love of
hell
God.
no.
Hello, tequila.
Hell don't know.
next time.
He riding on my ass.
Security?
Security.
Security?
936, come in.
Getting to see how the greens are.
Have you hit the tequila?
So how long did you have to train with them setting the ring and stuff up before y'all had y'all's first match?
Well, you think about it. Donnie was 16. He was the
No
oldest.
shit.
Donnie was 16.
Now, he started first though.
He started first. Then I was getting my ass bumped off. Well, Donnie's watching to see how it looked when you're getting landed.
Now, Uncle Tommy, the way I took it, Uncle Donnie started when Dad was down in Florida and you was in the services, right?
Right, but we'd
Dad
already
started in
though.
78.
We'd already started in the 60s putting the damn ring up.
Well, yeah, I know that, but Dad,
And that's
I know
when we was
Dad
learning how to get
started-
bumped.
Dad started in 78 when he turned 18.
Right. And
And then,
He was managing my dad and Billy Connor.
right.
yeah.
Right.
How
and
old
me.
were you?
And me. I'm the middle of the family. We had two brothers older. Donnie. We had one crippled brother, and then we had Donnie, and then me, and then I had another brother between me and Bobby. So
Did Uncle Roy ever watch y'all wrestle?
yeah, but no. Well, he did, but he was paralyzed from. He had one arm, and the rest of his body was paralyzed.
So Uncle Roy never got to watch y'all wrestle.
No. Which I was kind of glad, because how many times y'all remember
What's up, James?
Memo wind up in the ring because we're whipping each other's
One of the
ass.
best reps ever.
Started watching on the CW was saying that. Lord.
I was wondering if Uncle Roy ever got to watch y'all.
No. Well,
Jim Brown reminded us, y'all.
he was blind. Roy was blind. He
I
could
didn't know
talk.
that.
He could talk. And he could tell you every damn thing that's getting ready to happen, what was going to
He
come
used to
on
bite the
TV
shit
and
out of me.
everything. Yeah.
I know. I
Yeah.
think Glenn.
He was
on.
little Glenn and
Glenn was on.
Yeah, me.
Donnie was on
Hi,
one that
James.
remembers him.
no Sammy.
Do
Yeah.
you remember him?
Yeah.
Really? Because I know he passed
Squeaking on me.
the
So-
year my sister was born,
Squeaking.
but I didn't know.
So Dad started. Now him and Billy Connor started tagging first.
Tagging. And I actually was refereeing when Billy Connors and Donnie started. They were working under hoods as well. Hell, they went as the interns. They went as the shit. I don't know what.
They
all
did the
them-
medics.
The medics, yeah, the interns. That's what I'm getting at. And when I was in the when I was refereeing,
See, I remember when they did the Loser Leave Town match in Georgetown.
Yeah.
That building was packed. And it was against Johnny Reeves and Danny Fargo, the Boogie Woogie Men, against Dad and Billy Connor. This place was rocking. I bet Georgetown, I mean, there was so many people in there. There was people up the stairs, standing on top the stairs. Like, you couldn't see another person in there.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Hello,
hello,
Ooh. Who's this?
this is Bobby.
what up,
Hey.
bro?
You got the
Oh,
headphones
that's
on?
Dad.
Cafe,
Straighten up, straighten up.
cafe.
But I remember when they lost that match, everybody, that place went nuts, and they had to leave. They were gone for a week, and then come back, and they pulled a big white limousine in, and got out. And I think it was Del Mann's limousine, but they got out of the limousine as the interns. Come out with the white
Right,
scrubs, the white mask,
right, right,
and everybody knew it was because Billy Connors had a nose this damn long.
right.
So as
See,
soon
I don't
That
remember
Billy-
Billy Connors.
That was Billy Connors and Donnie Green, yes.
and they come back in that limousine, and man, people were so mad. They got more heat with that gimmick because everybody knew it was them. Wasn't no denying it.
Right, right. Everybody knowed it.
And then they started the whole angle with Fargo and Johnny all over. Dude, Dale made so much money off that.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret about that. We was in, I wanted to say West Virginia with Hoop Gibson one night, and I'm talking old promoters right there. I don't know if y'all how far back y'all go, but Hook Gibson was an old
I think
worker.
Uncle Petey's still on there.
Okay, he's still on.
An old worker, but
So,
anyway.
so the people that don't know, Big Bobby or Bobby Green is on the line live right now.
Yep.
What you got, Dad?
Oh, I'm just listening. Go ahead.
That's the way we always treated you, right? But anyway, I was in the ring refereeing, and of course they come out. They was coming out hot. Donnie and Billy come out hot, and they was doing the medic gimmick. And then the next thing I know, the shit hitting the fan up in there, and I was like,
Why are you working so much?
I said, Billy, Granny's going into the purse. And when I hollered, Granny's going in the purse, Argo was on the other side. He heard it. Granny was in the purse. I was the only one left in the ring because Granny was in her purse. And what the deal was, Granny goes in that purse. When Billy Carter gets a bad bump, she's pulling a pistol out.
Oh, yeah.
I know, right? Back in them days, ain't no damn security.
I remember when Granny, she was at every show. She never
Right.
missed a show.
Like,
And
Goble
Fargo
her
was
dad.
her. Fargo
Right.
was her dude, man.
Right, right.
You touch Fargo,
Right.
she'd
And-
killed you.
And Goble, her husband, Billy Connor's daddy, yeah, it was hot.
But I know the story I got when Dad got started. Uncle Donnie was tagging with Billy Connors, and he showed up, and some beef happened in the background, and then they taught Dad how to do a backdrop and a hip toss, and like, hey, you're tagging
He's on the
with Uncle
phone.
Donnie.
How did you get started?
Dad, tell us the story.
When my debut started,
You want that?
I started at Bluegrass Airport, National Guard Armory.
Oh, big money.
It was Donnie out there with the weasel teeth, and he turned on brother twice in the same damn match. That's how drunk he was. So that didn't last long. So that weekend, I trained, and all I learned was give a body slam and a backdrop on concrete. That was my training. And we wrestled for Polar and Thursday in the airport at Bluegrass.
Dad, was that when you were still little Willie Akers from south side of Mississippi?
No, that's when I was doing West Virginia spots with the Greens and plus Billy Connors. Chuck Connors was there.
What outside Mississippi's from Peter Trace.
That was back, and it was a shuffling hillbilly, Larry Bowling.
Larry
West
Oh
Virginia.
shit, we got beat to death.
Larry Bowling.
That was Larry Bowling and the Masher. The Masher was on that stuff, and Steve Studeback. Steve Studeback was the one nailed me with a chair that night.
Now, how long did? I
And
remember,
he brought that chair from Mississippi when he hit me. All I was seeing was stars.
In other words, he was for real, wasn't he?
That was a straight shoot right there. I thought it was. Brother said it wasn't.
It wasn't. Bubby knows better.
well, that's because that's how he hit people with
I
chairs.
know, right? We loaded his.
No, he brought this chair all the way from the back of his knees. I knowed he was there, but I didn't know he was going to pack that kind of hit.
I remember Donnie, you remember it. I remember when Dad was managing us. We was at TCW, Uncle Tommy's show, and they was gonna put the straps on us. And Rick Hatton was like, "Dude, that's the best tag I got." And Uncle Donnie's like, "What do you mean? They've only been in it for 6 months."
Good fit.
I was like, "Dude, that's it." And Uncle Donnie's like, "Well, have him turn on Bobby, and we'll tag against him next month." Y'all, I want y'all to know I was scared to death.
I'd seen that one.
I was scared to death because I had to get in the ring with Dad and Uncle Donnie. I was scared to death. And the finish of the match was going to be a DQ to set up for a cage match.
We carried y'all the whole match.
Oh, shit.
Dad, we called a spot, and Uncle Donnie laughed at it. He said, we'll just go out there and work.
Well, no, we gave y'all
stick and beat
we gave you all the whole damn match.
And I hit
y'all didn't even know we was in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Y'all beat Donnie. I took my
I had to
kendo
go home
shot.
and take that damn ice bath.
Yeah, I took my kendo shot. I paddled
Because you
out.
had Donnie, your daddy's boot.
No,
you had your
Dad
daddy's
had
boot.
me in the corner one time, and he drawed back. And he said, "Stand still." Wham! Hit me right in the forehead. And he held me back. He said, "Stand still." Bam! Right. I was like, "God damn, ease up." He said, "I'm eased." And he just kept, and it sounded like that every time he hit me, and I just kept sinking down in the buckle. And the only thing I knew to do was roll out of the ring to get away. I get away, and I turn the corner, and not damn if Uncle Bobby wouldn't stand there, and I turned to him right across the forehead. I come back across.
Uncle
and then-
Lonnie was managing.
Yeah, and
them.
then my other Uncle Gordon, he was Lonnie at the time. I come back around, and nobody ever told him it was a work.
Yeah.
No, we don't tell him.
Well,
I hit Uncle Donnie with the stick, and I was like, "Oh shit, what's gonna happen if they get a hold of it?" I threw that stick to the stage, and Uncle Donnie's like, "Hehehe," and he gave me a nut shot. He's like, "I'm going to get it." I was like, "All right," and he went and got it, and I took my shot. I was like, "Donnie powder," and he was pinning Dad. I was like, "Powder," and dude. Uncle Donnie stood on his legs. He's like, "Take his." He splintered that kendo stick on Donnie's back. He had welts the size of my damn hand on that. I was like, "I told you to powder." And we got our asses beat.
I mean, the only thing I knew to do was crawl under the ring. Like, to get away from him, I had to crawl under the ring.
You had to do what you had to do.
It was probably the worst ass whooping we'd ever took.
I'm going to tell you the worst ass whooping I had. Bobby didn't want to show
the worst
it to
ass whooping you ever had was when Bobby Green hit the ring. That was the worst ass whooping you ever had in your life.
What you wished. Your ass wouldn't show up to the fair. We were running in Monticello for.
That's the worst ass whooping you ever had. Every time I hit the square circle.
When Donnie, we went to Monticello, and when we got there, I didn't know who we was working.
Well, go ahead, Tommy. You finish the story. I'm just saying.
I know, right? We got to Monticello Fair, and I said, "Who in the hell we working, Bubby?" Bacon said, "I don't know." He said, "Mate, he wanted to make sure we can be late to get there. And with Dale Man, if you're late, there's something wrong, right?" So we were late getting to the fair. But anyway, we walk into the ring. We still don't have a damn clue who we're going to work, me and Donnie. And the next damn thing I know, there come his damn Ginger the Bear, come walking out the damn curtain. I said,
I remember watching Dad wrestle Ginger.
Are you shitting me? Bubby, how we wrestle this damn bear? He said, "Well, I got a plan." You know the way that goes. Donnie said, "I got a plan."
That was Ginger the Bear.
Yeah. He said, Then in the middle of the ring, Ginger will come to me. You get around the back of her and get on her neck. We'll bring her down. We're going to tag team. What y'all laughing about? I was dead serious. I was getting around to the back. Ginger stood up. She's 7 foot tall. I said, how in the hell am I going to get the damn neck? I climbed up on a rope and jumped. And right around her damn neck I was. Donnie said, you on your own, brother. Left my fat ass. Stand up around her neck. I was like, are you serious? Well, Ginger's a briar. Whooped me to death. So I had a better idea. Next time we went to the fair, we done the damn kangaroo. I don't know if you ever seen a kangaroo boxing. So we went to the damn, I don't remember what fair it was.
So you just worked the animals, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, pretty much.
The bear and the kangaroo.
Well, he got this kangaroo and he put boxing gloves on that damn thing. And he had the same plan. He said, Tommy, you get around the back of him and I'll keep his ass busy. Well, he got around in front of him and that boxer there beat the shit out of Big Donnie. Wiring the head out. And he said, get a hold of him. I said, how in the hell am I getting a hold of him? I can't beat past the tail. That damn tail was a whooping from one side to the other. So we didn't do that very good neither. Dale Man fired his own fire, wrestling the animals.
I watched Dad wrestle Ginger in Georgetown.
Yeah, I remember Ginger.
Yeah, we
Georgetown.
wrestled Ginger.
She was out there. That wrestled. Dad got in there. And I remember he grabbed her, and she said, "What?" She swatted him in one hand, and he flew across the ring and went out the ropes and hit that front row. He got up and he said, "Yeah, I'm done."
Yeah, walk away.
And he walked to the back. That was all she wrote. They brought her a damn Coca-Cola out there, and she drank that
Drank
Coke
that
bottle.
damn thing dry.
Yeah.
Drank that Coke
But
bottle.
you had to bring her right out of the ring because she'll piss in the ring
But
by
then-
the time she gets there.
But then
you know
I
what mean?
watched Haystack. They brought Haystack in there,
Yeah, I
and he
remember
wrestled
Haystack.
her. And that big sumbitch was actually, he grabbed her and he was moving her around in the ring.
Really?
He picked her
Yeah,
skin up.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
That big sumbitch, he picked her up, and he was actually dancing with that bear in it. And then she put the hammer down on him.
Yeah.
But he did pick her up and actually move her, like inch her around. And she got pissed, and that was all she wrote.
No, Donnie, what about the first time we had this one managing Sammy? And we took him up there to Irvin. We was sitting there, and he had that blonde wig. No, I gotta tell the
Ashland.
story, Sammy. Was it
He was in
Ashland?
Ashland, Kentucky.
He had that blonde wig and that red coat, and somebody called his mom something. I'm just gonna leave it
Called her
like
a
that.
Called her a fucking whore.
Somebody called his mama a whore.
Yeah, we was sitting
And this
there.
motherfucker jerked his goddamn wig off, threw it on the ground.
Yeah.
I looked out there, we're wrestling.
Yes.
And this
I was gonna whoop the dog shit out of some of bitches. Don't call my mama a whore.
The security for the MWA. He said he was a commissioner and asked to see my license. I didn't know what he was talking about, so I pulled out my driver's license.
Yeah. Casey Chaos. Yeah, he said the first time he met Dad, you know, he had just started training or wrestling with. So Dad come here and told him he was the commissioner and needed to see his license. And Casey pulled out his driver's license. And Dad took it, checked it like he was checking it. But Dad used to pull ribs all the time.
No, the best one was when Uncle Donnie, we was up there in Queen Street, and we was all back there talking about our matches, and that dude come up. He's like, "Hey, we're having a clan meeting." He said, "What do you want?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't want no problem." It's like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, we was having a wrestling meeting out back, and this black crackhead come up. He was looking for money. He was trying to bum money, and you got a bunch of white wrestlers out. That's all. We didn't have any. It was just a bunch of white guys, all tattooed up and standing out there in singlets. We all got singlets
Yeah.
and wrestling boots on. I mean, we looked like a drag show standing out back. And he come up and he said, "Hey man, y'all got any money?" Dad said, "You got to get out of here, buddy. It's a clan meeting." And Chris Hayes said, "What did he just say?"
Yeah.
I said, yep. He said, I said, yep. Chris Hayes just melted right there on the ground. He was just singing, he just melted. And that little fella, he looked at all of us. He looked around, seen where he was standing at, and he just shot down that parking lot, just weaving
He
it.
didn't ask for no more dollars.
Yeah, it was bad. Dad pulled ribs all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a
Your
rib.
dad made the dressing room.
I'm gonna tell you a
fun.
rib and what we did over in Georgetown. I know I'm looking at a lot of names of our Georgetown people.
Jim
We
Brown
had
said, "You look nice."
Diamond Jim, and he was a big star over to Georgetown, as y'all know. He was a big heel, and he was supposed to just got done wrestling, and Donnie come through the wrestling room. He said, "Jim, you got to run out there." Dale Man was going over heavy, like going over heavy.
It was a tag match. What Dad
Right,
explained it.
right.
Yes.
Right. And Dale Man looked around and there stood Diamond Jim. He said, "What the hell you doing out here?" And of course, he said, "Donnie Green told me I got to be here." Well, of course, we didn't get paid that night because we left in a hurry. You know what I mean? Dale Man was main event, and Diamond Jim, well, guess what? He didn't get paid that night, and then he fucked his ending up. Of course, we got held the next
That was Dale Man and Mike Man working the Copperhead.
I don't remember who it was. I just remember
That was the Copperheads. They was working a championship match, and we were sitting there on the stage watching the match. And then Donnie comes running up out of nowhere, and he says, "Go, Jim, at your spot. Go, Jim, at your spot." And he took off. And, well, he was already gone before we stopped him.
And Tommy
So-
Gunn.
Out of all the promoters you guys worked for, who was y'all's favorite promoter to work for?
Cliff Lilly.
Dad said Cliff didn't pay for shit.
Cliff Lilly
Cliff
was actually one
Cliff
that started
Lilly.
Georgetown.
Lilly, and Barney, they said, "Boys, the crowd's bad tonight. You
Yeah.
never got a payoff." That son of a bitch had a wad big enough to choke a damn mule in both pockets.
Right. But they
Cliff Lilly.
But he was a good one, though. I mean, really, right? I worked for Terry Allen.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I
Well,
worked for Terry Allen. I worked for.
Dad, who was your favorite promoter you worked for?
I kind of like Shuffling Hillbilly.
Yeah. I like
Shuffling Hillbilly Larry Bowling.
Larry Bowling was a hell of a worker.
Now,
And we
didn't you
worked-
give one of Hillbilly Jim's one of his first matches?
Yeah, Moondog.
That was Dale Mann's show over there in Bowling Green that night.
Green,
Yeah.
Right. Bowling Green.
Didn't you
He looked-
bump him over the rope?
Well, no, he bumped my ass over the rope, but he told me, he said, "Bobby, I'm gonna give you a chicken wing suplex." I said, "A what?" He said, "Just hang on."
And that was his
And he picked
first
my big
match.
fat ass up, and I know I had time to smoke a cigarette time I hit the mat. And I bounced for about 5 minutes after he got done.
And
It felt good.
Wait a minute, Bubby, tell him. And that was a wooden ring, too, right? Ain't none of that
Yeah,
metal ring.
A wooden ring, like you trained me and Donnie on, a
Right.
wooden ring.
Hey, y'all had to learn like we did.
That's bullshit.
Now we was
No, it ain't.
up
Y'all
there.
just got
We was
bullshit
in.
metal nowadays. That's all. We had to learn.
That MWA wooden
Now,
ring was
now
piece of shit, too.
Lexi, she never got the pleasure doing the wooden ring.
When we first started training, Big Bobby took us down there to that damn warehouse that he had.
Now
that
hold on.
He had
when
that
we
training
first
camp
got started
down there.
training, Uncle Tommy took me up there first. I was there first. He's at climb the top rope.
I
was
wasn't
like,
there,
all right. Yeah, that was before you got there. He's like, all right, I'm gonna give you a super play.
That's because Dad told me I wasn't allowed to train.
Right.
Well, Dad told me that too, but
Right.
I got Uncle Tommy to do it,
Right.
and he gave me a superplex. Didn't have a.
I didn't tell him to do that. I got on him for doing that to you.
Well, I understand that, but it was too late.
You-
then.
I already done it then, Bubby.
He gave me a superplex. Didn't have a clue what the hell I was doing.
You been a damn kid. He didn't need to do
I
that.
was 17 years
Oh,
old,
so
and I
then
talked to Uncle
after
Tommy.
you trained with him, you called me on the phone. You said, "Hey man, I'm training to wrestle." I said, "How you training?"
Yeah.
You said, "Uncle Tommy's training me." I said, "Dad won't let me train." You said, "Uncle Tommy will."
Yeah.
Uncle Tommy will. So then we show up down there at the warehouse, but he ain't there. Big Bobby's there,
Yeah.
and he takes us in there, and it's 8 hours of getting the shit kicked out of us.
Beat our
Well-
brains out.
The only one tickled me was the boss, Tony, trying to give a damn arm drag, and he's so damn short. He couldn't give a damn arm drag.
That's what he said. He's like, I'm gonna be the next legendary Donnie Green. I was like, no, Dad.
But the biggest thing got me, so we trained about 2 or 3 days with Big Bobby.
It was
They was trying
And
to
then-
run us off.
And
That's what it was.
so we were sitting there, and Dad found out that I was training. He was pissed.
How'd he find out?
I don't know who told him. I think he told him.
Oh God.
I think Uncle Bobby told him. Now I may be wrong, but I think he fucking
I
rounded this out.
guarantee you did.
So we're down there and we're starting to do our back bumps and basically he was standing in the middle of the ring, clotheslining shit out until he got tired and he'd make us do each other. And we're on that wooden ring and all of a sudden here comes Dad and it's cold as shit. It's right in the middle of the wintertime.
It was
And he had
cold,
plastic up around the ring just to knock the wind off. Wasn't no heat.
dude. No.
Hell, why? You know why?
But so you had to start bumping to get warm. Then all of a sudden that plastic opens up and my dad walks in and I swear to God, my dad, y'all, well the ones that know him, he's big as a small block Chevrolet motor from front to back. You know, he's thick. He walked through that curtain and he just, what light was behind him just disappeared. And I remember I took and swallowed my spit because I was scared shitless. He stepped up in the ring and he grabbed me by the back of my hair. He said, "You want to wrestle? You want to wrestle?" I said, "Yeah." And he threw me over the goddamn top rope and I landed in them tobacco sticks.
Yeah, it was a tobacco ball.
Yeah,
where we
tobacco bar. I
trained
landed
at.
them tobacco sticks and I got up. He said, "You still want to wrestle?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Get in the damn ring." And then both him and Uncle
Uncle
Bobby
Bob- and
beat
we-
the shit out of us.
Remember, we busted the ring.
We broke the ring.
And me and Donnie got out,
But it looked
busted.
good.
We broke.
But it looked good, though.
Bumped so
And
much
they
on
was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Dad, the ring's busted." We still got another side of it.
There's a
Come
whole
on.
nother side. Get back in
And
here.
it was Uncle Tommy's ring. I was like,
Yeah.
"Dad, we done busted the two buttons."
So,
I had a shoulder,
But-
dude.
so his crew.
But I did say every bit of it looked good, though, right?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Shit, we.
Hell yeah, it looked
We
good.
thought training was over. No, get back in here. What do you mean it's broke? We got a whole nother side of this ring is still
They
up.
was trying to run us off. We bumped. I'm telling you,
We never learned no offense or nothing. We just took bumps.
That's why we
So when
wanted
we
y'all
first
to learn.
started wrestling, everybody loved wrestling because that's all we knew how to do is bump for them. We didn't know nothing else.
I was spitting blood. I was like, "Is this normal?"
But you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. You gotta think it this way, Donnie. They loved us because guess what? When we started, that's all we done. We got the bump. Al, Don, all of them.
Oh,
Bump. That's all we
the
done.
best backdrop in the business.
We could bump. Everybody loved
But
it.
that one damn thing, not a damn green except Lexxi, will take a damn chop. Shit on a chop. You chop me, I'm gonna tell you what now, your ass is gonna get an ass whooping.
You chop me, I'm shooting on you.
You're a shoot. You're a shoot.
Nah,
You're a
Danny
shoot.
Barco chopped my fat ass I don't know how many times.
I know it. I know it, and
Listen,
I'll come out there. I'll come out there lit. You,
Well, I'll turn around and chop your ass back, but I like
I've
it.
never liked chops, but I'll take them.
I'll take them if it means something.
it don't mean shit to me.
I've
Don't get me an
wrestled-
ice whooping.
I wrestle a lot of guys.
Like
That's
Tuffy?
their move, you know.
Tuffy,
I
I'll
know.
take a chop off him.
Sean took a chop or chop.
chop.
Yep.
Yeah,
Tuffy-
I'll take a chop.
Tuffy
from
knew I didn't
That
like
was his
chops,
signature.
so he would sneak them in.
Right.
He'd
Right.
be punch me,
Right,
and I'll say,
right.
pow, he's chopped me. You little son of a bitch.
But I learned that shit from Handsome Jimmy. We didn't take no chops. Handsome Jimmy, you ever seen him get chopped? Even with Lance Russell, he never got chopped. You hear me? No, he ain't doing it. Ain't a doing it. I'll tell you.
We can hear Ronnie. We seen him.
Ronnie's
We
gotta
just-
go. He was
he's
working. That's why I
working.
couldn't call.
He's always worked.
Yeah, Ronnie started training at 15 when
Ronnie got trained by all of us. I'm gonna tell you,
Y'all
raise
trained
it.
him after we got done with y'all.
Well,
No,
Tuffy said
Ronnie
he
can
could
outwork
play.
all of us,
Right.
but he didn't
Right.
have the mouthpiece.
Right. And that's the reason Donnie.
Ronnie's in ring work was better than any of us.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Ronnie can outwork me any day. I'll vouch for that. But
100%.
But Ronnie's biggest problem was he done a lot of mine and Donnie's stuff. He sounded just like us. He was the third wheel. Because
Well, I would say.
But no, I'm not saying nothing bad about him. But me and Donnie done had the gimmick started, but he done a lot of our stuff.
I think if he would have just been Rooster,
From
Yeah.
the Jump Street.
Roast.
Yeah.
Right.
if he wouldn't even use the green name, he'd have went further.
Right.
I
Right.
think.
Right.
But that's just my opinion. But he was a better worker, in-ring worker than any of us
Right.
ever thought about being.
Right.
He was
I agree with that.
very skilled.
Yeah, because he got trained by Shane Parker, Tuffy, all of them. I mean, he knew that.
He's been training since he's 15, so when he got to turn loose,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Every one of you been training ever since you've been in diapers, because every one of you went to the show.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. 'cause
I remember, hell,
Now you can remember our damn
I
show
grew up
we
in the
went to,
dressing room.
right?
I remember
Every one
sneaking
of
in
you.
the back of the truck,
All of
hiding
you.
while y'all went to show.
Right.
And Mom thought I was in the bedroom asleep. And then Dad and them, y'all pull up to the show, and I pop my ass up out of the back of the
So
truck.
what are you gonna do? You know, take his ass in. You know.
Who was the one that you was scared of most?
Win.
Back in Georgetown days when we was growing up.
I'll
Crazy
tell you-
Bobby Fulton, I was
No,
scared to
I was
death
scared
of.
of him.
I'm gonna tell you the scariest night I was. Donnie and I was gonna wrestle Gypsy Joe.
I don't think I was scared
Oh,
of
I
him.
know Gypsy Joe.
You love Gypsy? Hell of a man. But one day right now I had a hickory stick I used for a walking cane. I was Donnie's manager. And I thought I was pretty good with it. And Donnie brought him over and I tapped Gypsy with that cane. Donnie bounces out of the ring a few minutes later. Gypsy said, you better hit him with that cane if you're going to use it. Okay. He brought his ass. I thought he was done pretty good. But anyway, Donnie come back over, brought his ass back over, and I tagged him a little bit harder with that hickory stick now. It's a walking stick. And Gypsy said, next thing I know, Donnie bounces out. And he said, Gypsy Joe said, if you don't hit him with that damn cane, you better throw it away or he's going to wear your ass out. Okay. I thought I was doing good, right, Bubby? He said, I'll tell you what he said. So Gypsy Joe come bouncing over there, and it was supposed to be almost finished. I let into him with that damn hickory stick, son. I laid a blister across that back. Gypsy Joe folded in the middle right there, and he fell straight back. Donnie said, what the hell am I going to do? I cover him. And he covered him. Gypsy Joe said, tell him. Gypsy Joe told Donnie, he said, tell him he's good with that belt now. He said, I guess I blistered that ass. You hear me? I broke that hickory stick. When you break a hickory stick, you're kicking, right?
Dad told me a story about with who was it? Tojo. I think it was Tojo. Dad, correct me if I'm wrong. like the crowd was dead, he like juice time. He had a juice at the bottom of his cane.
Right.
He said the crowd's dead, juice time, and he was just.
No, that was the Sheik.
Yeah,
That's
a
right.
sheik.
You're right, Dad. It was a sheik. He
That's
was
something-
When
juice
he-
time.
I didn't want that sheik nowhere near my ass. You hear me?
When the Sheik walked out there, he had that stick and he had a needle in it, and he said color time, and that you didn't have time to part.
Your ass
Yeah.
is coloring. I'm gonna tell you right now, you better stay running, bud.
That's right.
When he jerked curtains, he ain't playing no. I didn't want that crazy son of a bitch around me, and him old, you know.
Yeah,
I know. I
definitely
just.
the
But
Sheik
imagine
So,
the
Zoe-
heat he got, Uncle Tommy.
Well,
Imagine the heat he got. Because
Oh.
Dad said he used to
I was
shove
scared to death of
kids. He used to shove everybody on the way to the ring.
He shoved women, he shoved children, and everything.
Yes, he got heat.
So
Well,
he-
the Sheik,
when did you start watching wrestling and decided you want to be a wrestler?
who?
Oh, we just go from that to this.
I know,
I'm
right?
I'm trying to get you involved here.
Yeah, we're trying to get you involved. I
You've
done
been,
tried
you've been
that.
over there quiet.
Mom kept me out of it. Like, she hated wrestling, and when it stopped going in Cynthiana, nobody ever told me that things was going on. It actually was a friend of mine that had told me about the show in Georgetown when I went and checked it out, and never told him, Uncle Tommy, what was going on until he found out after I was already wrestling and showed up to the show, and it was like, what the hell are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm a wrestler
So
now.
for people that don't know, you're his niece.
Yes.
I'm
So
She's
we're
my
all
I'm a
niece.
great niece. I'm
we're
third
all
generation.
related by marriage.
Right.
Yes.
Lexi, what made you want to pack the green name?
That's common. Well, go ahead.
Literally Uncle Tommy.
I know. I'm not touching.
Because we're hated by everybody.
No, we're not hated. We just
It just-
love to be hated. How many shows? Look at everybody on there. How many times have you went to the show? If y'all didn't get the chance to hate us, you wouldn't go. Am I right?
You're
Yeah.
right.
That's right.
I'll give you that.
I know.
They love to hate us.
They love to hate us.
It was just that feeling for me, like when I started talking to him about that, and with what I know with everything that you guys have done, but the women in our family obviously hasn't really done as much as all the men have. And when I decided I wanted to do this, I kind of wanted to make my own mark, but at the same time, I was so proud of all the accomplishments that you all had done that I wanted to take that name on, especially with not everybody wasn't wrestling as much when I joined in. You know, Uncle Tommy had kind of not had done much here and there. I saw him on occasions, and that was about it. And I was like, I want to keep carrying this legacy on because here I am, third generation of this.
Well, I was on my
And-
way out when you
yeah.
started.
And I was like, and I don't want it to end like this. I feel like there's so much more, and everyone knew our family so much around in this area, and that's why it's kind of been my goal to really branch.
Because
I
of
want to
you-
go to California and
Because
someone
of
be like,
you,
"Holy crap!" It's
I
a
ended
dream.
up having to come back
Yeah.
twice.
I brought him back. He came back a couple of times, like, and they
Because
were
of
going to
you.
do
And they kept
nothing.
saying, how many
I was
times you gonna
done.
retire,
Yeah.
Tommy? I said, shit, you don't understand on the other side
Because I
yet.
didn't get to do stuff with them either, you know,
We
and
need
that's
the
just
green
something.
stuff.
It means a lot to me, even though I'm trying to do my own thing and I'm not doing, you know,
What the
the
hell's
green.
Ruby Green?
The green gimmick,
That's
it's still
what I was
the same for me.
Was there a Ruby Green?
Was there a
man?
Ruby Green a manager? I don't know, Sammy.
That was
Ruby Green.
Rosie Green.
That's
Goddamn
Rosie.
Green.
That's Rosie Green.
Rosie Green.
Sammy, I mean, goddamn, you the only one I know Ruby is.
Hey, I missed it, y'all.
You can't see.
Why
you mad at me?
She said, "Was there a Ruby Green, a manager?"
I don't know about no Ruby.
She confused
No.
Ruby and Rosie.
I mean, I know there was a Ruby that come around at one point.
But it wasn't. She never made it.
Why, dude? Why
Dad
the
said
fuck?
that mailman
The
put
fucking
green on
people
somebody.
wrote it.
Yeah, the fans.
It's the
said-
fans.
Crystal Rose wrote it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ain't no goddamn Ruby Green.
Tell that little hateful motherfucker up there in Paris to chill out. I'm telling you what the fans wrote.
That's right. With the fans, right? It's the
Hey,
fans.
dude, if you scared of Nancy, jump my pocket, motherfucker.
I got to take her home.
Shit, fuck.
Said and spin.
He's in so much trouble right now, he ain't done shit. What are you drinking?
Crystal, you might
Dr.
love to talk
Pepper.
shit, but you don't really to me though.
Oh shit!
So Sammy, what
Yeah.
got you into it?
But
My
Lexi, who
Pretty
trained
much,
you?
my whole family was in it, and like Dad was saying, and Donnie, we all watched our dads, and I wanted to do it.
I grew up in dressing room.
Yeah.
And of course, I ain't big enough to wrestle. I get that. I done some managing and stuff like that.
Now you and Ronnie did that Angels of Mercy shit. That
Angel
was
of
good.
Mercy, but there was 3 of us. It was
Weasel.
Yeah,
Weasel
Weasel, too.
and Ronnie.
So-
Weasel.
I started at a place that we're not going to talk about that didn't do.
Sammy, I used to work quite a bit with ice
Wait
cream.
a minute. Do what, baby?
I started at a place that didn't do jack squat for squat. When he found out about that, he told me to get the heck up out of there. And I went over to WCCW, and Larry got with me. Larry came over to there at that time.
You never approached me when I was booking for WCCW.
She
I
hadn't
didn't
even.
know.
She
I
wasn't.
didn't know about
She
WCCW.
wasn't. She wasn't
because it
even.
was a Black Rain that was
Right,
booking when I went over there.
and she wasn't even trained at the time.
Like it was
I
really
would
bad.
have
at
cut.
the
I
place
would have cut her
started.
loose on you.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say because I trained some folks up there.
Well,
But
see,
Matter
I
of
didn't
fact-
know. I knew of the Georgetown show because
Right.
of my friend that was a referee, Steve.
Right.
I knew of
Hey,
the
dog, put
Georgetown
that in that
show.
bucket for me.
Like I said, I didn't know
I'm glad
anything
you
about
sitting
any of
over
the
it.
other shows at the time. I just was like, holy shit, I haven't seen wrestling since Cynthiana. I'm in Georgetown. I want to do this. Like, I see wrestling. And then, so when I got with WCCW, Larry had came over there with me and had still started working with me. And then, so I've been trained by Larry, Ronnie Roberts, and Max Sled. Those are my 3 main trainers, but I've done...
I
things with
can't
Uncle
say
Tommy
nothing
and
bad about
anybody
Larry
in other
D.
places.
Like if you got trained by Larry D, you're good.
Here's the thing though.
But
So there's a lot of people.
I was a part of his
You
academy
know
and
our,
everything.
you know my beef with Ronnie Roberts. He's the one that got my license yanked.
Here's the thing. There's a lot of people that give her shit that's even in our family saying, well, she's not really agreeing. She is because he trained her, he put the name on her, and she's not done anything to the name to bring it bad, like bad mojo or
Exactly.
disgrade the name. She's out here busting her ass every day. I watched her when she started being the shits to where she is now, and she's accomplished so much. Right there is one of her belts she's holding in
Yep.
West Virginia. Is that what
Yeah.
you said? That's from West Virginia. She's got one around her waist right now. Where's that from?
And it's custom made
This is
by
a custom made
Okay.
belt.
So, but she's got multiple titles in different places. She's wrestling in different states. She's getting booked all over. So to say she's not doing the family name justice is bullshit, and I disagree with it 100%. She's doing a great job. She's
I
carrying
thought-
on the tradition, and I'm with it 100%.
And that's
She's managed me. We've worked together multiple occasions, and she's never ever did anything to make us look bad.
and
Ever.
that's why
I
I
just
make sure
want
when
to
I grab
expand
post
us. Like I
video.
said, I want to be able to go to a new state that our family's not known in, and they know about us. And that's been like my goal since I've done this. Is to
It's
be
hard
able
to find someone.
I know, but that's been like my thing is that I'm just wanting to,
Yeah, 'cause
I
I
want to
know-
build
But when
more
she
on
first
this.
started, she was a screaming shits.
Yeah,
I know,
and I
man.
knew no better because of where I started.
Me and Donnie's been all we and Sammy, we've been all over to Pennsylvania.
For $5.
We won't
Yeah,
get
see,
into
I
that.
wrestled all over the east
And that's
and
a
the East
bitch.
Coast, but I haven't went as far as west. Well, until
Damn,
recently.
that sounds like Cliff Lewis bullshit there.
I only had enough money to get one goddamn room.
No.
This motherfucker gets
Yes,
butt
Crystal, I'm
naked
wrestling.
under goddamn covers.
Yeah, so we get booked.
No,
So this
Pack of
one,
bologna,
Then
one
we
bread.
I mean, hold up.
And
How
it
much
was-
money did John kick in on the trip?
Bitch, that was my goddamn money.
It wasn't your money.
Yes, it was.
It was my car.
No,
it was
technically,
Aunt
yeah,
Val's
it was
car.
Val's car.
All right, but my car, my gas.
And we blew a tire on the way back.
Yeah, because we're trying to beat the storm. And then the promoter stiffed us on the payoff.
Oh yeah, he
He
went
ran
out
out
the
the back door.
Y'all remember y'all got mad at me because it was German John, and he's like, "Well, this is a donation show. This is I was like, "What do you mean, donation show? We done drove all the way to Pennsylvania from Kentucky And
No,
Donnie was
what
like,
got me
"Stop."
is I was like, just come over because you was at his waist, looked like you was giving him
Well, it
head.
don't matter. I was gonna get
You was sitting there talking shit and you was bobbing your head like this. It looked like you was literally
It
giving
don't
him
matter.
head.
I was telling him.
I said,
about
stop,
myself.
come over here. And you was like, no, I ain't done. I said, stop, come here. You still get. I said, well, fuck it, suck his dick.
I was hot, dude. We didn't get paid.
Oh, we know you was.
All you seen him was he's a point like this.
You was getting your pay.
And then from
But-
behind, he hit him at the waist. This dude was that tall.
Oh, yeah.
And this little short.
But before
I said, stop. Just stop.
before you all made that trip, you were told not to make that trip full, right?
We was
No,
trying to
it
get our
was-
name out, Dad.
I know, that was your
Oh yeah.
No, we was guaranteed
Your ass.
150.
There's
We
a
was-
difference.
But you were
We
told
was
That was
promised the
50.
payoff.
There was a difference.
you were told not to do that show before you did it, and you all went.
Yeah.
That's where experience took over on you.
Oh, yeah.
The
They,
problem is,
You didn't
if
listen.
you don't get it in
Uncle
writing,
Tommy, it's German John. Look, he's like, well, who are y'all? I was
know.
like, well, by God, I'm Bobby, by God, Green.
He just looked down at me and he said, who the fuck is that?
I cut loose on him.
I said, just
Oh,
get
we
in the
know
car.
you did.
Well, I don't know. Now, back in the day, I never heard very many people say, "Who in the hell's Bobby and Donnie Green?"
Well, he knew who I was when I left.
I guarantee you it's an experience he never forgot. And I still have
Still think
nightmares
so to
over
this
it.
day. Wonder where that Bobby Green is.
What's up, JC?
I ain't heard nothing from Sammy over there.
Bear said they never did listen to you like he did.
Oh, shit. Oh, bro.
Like I did, boss.
Bear's Bear, he
Bear.
went, Bear.
Oh,
He
suck
went,
ass.
Al was his favorite. I don't know,
I
why
know,
he
right?
tried to
I don't
get
know why
his
Bear
name.
even got his name in there.
No.
I mean,
Al was Big Bobby's favorite.
Al could bump in the middle of the ring, and Al Donnie, it was, what is it? Don't bump in the middle, right,
Don't hit
Bobby?
my rope.
That's because we
Stay
done
off
that.
my.
That's because we done that.
Stay out of the
Al
middle of
bomb.
the ring.
No,
That Al.
Bear.
Al
Dad,
slips in every now and then. He slipped.
Dad, tell them about the story with you, Bear, and Al.
Stay the
over at
hell out of the
Applebee's with
middle of
Scary
the damn
Sherry.
ring.
No, you ask them. I broke that shit.
Dad takes them to Applebee's. They was broke as hell, and they was with Scary Sherry.
Sherry Martell.
Scary Sherry.
Her name was Sherry Martell.
Well,
Sherry
alright.
Martell.
And Bear's like, dude, I ain't got no money. Dad had to pay that whole bill.
See, that's what I like working with Jimmy. Jimmy was a vegetarian. So Jimmy'd say, order up, Tommy. Order up. He said, don't order nothing, just order you a drink. And he said, I'll order a steak. You can have my steak. I'll get the salad bar. I said, hey, that's cool. Shit. I'd look down on that menu, look at them big T-bones and shit. Jimmy, T-bone. Jimmy would go order T-bone with a salad and baked potato. Shit, I'd eat like a big dog. You hear me? Because, hey, Jimmy was a vegetarian, so I eat like a big dog. Huh? Didn't cost me shit.
I would watch him chew his meat and spit it out on the plate.
Yeah.
No, because Jimmy never would do that around me.
That's what Dad told me, too.
No,
would
he
spit
tried
his
to.
food out.
Hey, I told Jimmy, when he was training me, I said, Jimmy, I found out that he's a vegetarian. And Tank was one of his trainees, at the traveling trainees. Yeah, we learned quick. We ordered big. Well, Jimmy did the ordering, all we did was the eating.
The biggest work was the circle. The circle your daddy started. Your ass started. Boys, if you get the guys in and it's a circle, everybody pitches in. Everybody pitches in $25 a week to the circle. We take care of those guys that are in the circle. Only one getting took care of was Big Bobby. He was paying he was paying his bills with the circle money. As Bear's like,
No.
that's the biggest work we ever got into. We had 7 or 8 guys, and he said, "Yes, the circle. We'll take care of this group right here. Everybody else, fuck them."
I'm out of this.
Hi, Taylor.
Oh, you don't remember the circle?
I don't want to joke.
No, he didn't get it.
Oh, he fucking knows.
You know, you big chicken shit.
He chicken
Your
shit.
daddy worked us.
He chicken shit. Go on.
Why you
Go on,
so
tell
red?
it. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what's something happened in
What's up,
Georgetown.
Taylor?
People that used to come to Georgetown.
Where's Bear at? Bear, what about the circle? Look, he ain't saying that because he knows.
He knows he's in the circle too.
laughing
He's
over
in
there.
that circle too.
I'm out.
No, don't tap, don't tap.
I'm out.
No, don't
Shit,
tap.
shit.
But here's what happened. We was working when we got the 3-man tag. Only the 3-man tag they ever had in Georgetown.
6-man
happened.
tag.
Well, yeah, 6-man tag. We got the belts, and it was an accident happening. And here's what happened. They was playing Danny Fargo and Johnny Reed, and they wrapped barbed wire around the ring. Look, yes, there's Elsa-May.
It is Memo.
Yeah, that's for Uncle.
That's Uncle Donnie's tribute show.
Yeah.
And that's Chris Hayes right there.
Terry Chris, Mr. Hayes.
Damn. I was a fat ass then, wasn't
Barry said, "Man, fuck that shit. Never got paid for our investment."
There's that bitch
Really
up
do
there,
got a lot of weight on
George.
I? That bitch right there on the end right there, I could kill her yet.
She stole all that money.
All that.
What y'all looking at?
What?
Oh,
We're
Bubby,
watching the memorial show for Dad.
Bubby, you don't want
We
to see
raised
it.
all that money, and then it's got Joyce in the ring over there crying.
The one that.
Oh, yeah.
Donnie.
After we raised all that money, she took and stole it and ran off with it.
Yeah, y'all don't want my input on that.
No, I know that's damn true. Hell, I spread it all over down Winchester or wherever that bitch living at.
Yep.
But
I don't know. I mean, hell, there's so many stories you can
I know.
tell.
I mean, like I was going to tell you about that story about that. They put barbed wire around the ring. Okay. And Donnie said, in order to finish, you come in there and save us, and we'll roll out from the barbed wire. Well, I had to figure out how to get it past the barbed wire because I wasn't going to hang my ass to that barbed wire. You hear me? And I got out there in Donnie's truck, and I got a set of bolt cutters. I had to cut that barbed wire. And when I run out through there with them bolt cutters, and I clipped it barbed wire around that ring, and I cleared half of Georgetown out because it went right around out. The whole front row, everybody cleared out. I looked back in the ring. Hell, the front row was leaving because I almost knocked them out with barbed wire. So that's how we got to be the 6-man tag right there in Georgetown.
Hell yeah.
I'll find one.
Yeah,
They gotta have-
if you pull
So-
up Donnie,
There is one where Donnie Green is with Lexxi Green. There's several of them. That's when Honest Donnie
Well, we did
Green
that whole
was.
storyline with me and him.
Yep. It
Uh,
has a power storyline too, because it had everybody on their feet. That's why the Green
Laura
family
Crew-
name needs to
Laura
be
Crew beat the
always
heck out of me,
mentioned.
so Donnie came to my rescue and beat him.
That was a hell of a storyline too.
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand. That's the reason why I always mention Lexxi Green, the famous one of the famous Green family of Kentucky wrestling, because they make sure to get the word out to those that may
there's
not-
Georgetown right there, Bubby.
That's
Yep.
back in the heyday right there.
Hell yeah.
That's
yeah.
that's
I
way
ain't trying to find
that's
that.
way Georgetown looked every Sunday. Hell, that's a low crowd.
Oh,
Yeah, that was low crowd. Let's see
Usually you
the
have 'em
garbage
sitting on the
man sitting in
stairs up
front
that
row up
way.
there.
You'd have them sitting on that wall up there at the top.
Right.
Well, up there was where Ginger come from.
You're liable to see.
I couldn't watch
You
it.
probably see me over at that Pac-Man game.
That was the best six, man. If y'all watch that, with me, Rooster, and Donnie tagged against Donnie, Larry, and Scott, that's the best six man I've ever seen. But I just can't do it.
It's a hell of a arena too.
I think Gibson is Danny Fargo.
My family actually helped Danny Fargo set the
Johnny
rules at
Reed.
one point.
That's Moondog. That's Moondog.
That's an old one.
That's a real old Moondog.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Larry right there, ain't it? Who
Dad,
is it? What Moondog is it?
Dad, the Moondog tag for a little while down there.
Right.
Me and Rooster worked with him down there in Georgia, and he's like, dude, a yard.
I
right?
had
was
that
like,
damn
"Yeah."
cowboy hat for the longest time. Someone stole it out of my house.
And when me and Rooster worked with him down there in Georgia, he's like, dude, a yard like a legit green. I said, well, yeah. He thought the world of me and Rooster. We had a hell of a match with him.
Bubba. We wasn't long coming out of Florida right there when that
They
happened.
know Moondogs quite well.
Look, there's Tim refereeing. That's when he
Young
first
days.
started.
I remember. I didn't like Tim as much as I liked Arnold.
Tim was a
Joey
good
Arnold?
ref.
Joe Arnold.
I never worked with him, but Tim was a good ref.
Arnold was a hell of a good guy. I
Hold
mean,
on, that's Dad.
yeah, that's what I said.
That's my dad.
No, that's
Yeah,
Donnie.
that's-
No, that's Dad. That's my
No.
dad.
That ain't your daddy, that's my dad. Your daddy
Shit, he ain't
tagged
never.
the Moondog.
Your daddy never had
Oh, we
no.
all look the same. I thought that was my dad.
That's my dad.
Shortly
That was
after we
like
come
5
back from
minutes ago,
Florida,
where
you-
he
Donnie
went.
Green seen
Bobby's
was in
still
the
in Florida.
bathroom.
Bobby's still in Florida.
Lean, mean Donnie Green.
No, it's
I'm telling
Your
you.
daddy wasn't around. That's why they put him with the Moondog.
That's right. I'm telling you. He was still in Florida.
Because your daddy wasn't around, and they put him with the Moondogs, and there they are against Johnny Reeves and Danny Fargo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't remember that.
Because y'all wasn't around.
Y'all wasn't around. Y'all was in Florida.
That's because Dad went down to Florida to create a legend.
No,
He
we
was
was
trying
all
to
in
create
Florida.
another legend.
We was all in Florida. We just came back from Florida.
But I remember Dad had that same outfit because
It's blue jeans and a damn t-shirt. Come on, baby. How hard is that to figure out?
that same
Shit,
outfit.
hell, I had a blue jean t-shirt my damn self. You
Your
know?
sister-in-law's the one that made it, Pat.
Made the blue jeans and t-shirt.
The
I know, right?
t-shirt.
Hell, Moondog had them blue jeans ever since he started to do so.
Yeah. Shit stains and everything.
I know, right? I know, right?
I'm gonna tell y'all one night I worked Danny Fargo, and we was up there working, and he gave me a shot. He said, "Why ain't you selling?" Hell, I don't know you're there. He was light as a feather. I was like, dude, you gotta hit me if you want me to sell.
That's the reason everybody always loved to wrestle.
Well, I don't know what he drank.
I was like,
And there's none in there.
Danny Fargo was the lightest worker I've ever worked.
I used the red check this morning. But that is sweet. Where there's sugar.
About that time you got in the ring,
Hell, I'm
kicked Dad right in the floor.
just
I
do
was
that.
thinking about that on the way
I
up.
know,
there.
right?
Every day one of
Tommy,
these,
where
bro.
was that we was at?
I would tell you,
in the
I would
ring.
tell you, every one of you started, every damn one of you started. I'm talking even Larry D. Larry D. His first match he ever had was against me and
Johnny Reeves.
nope, Terry Allen, and I tagged him, and he had Payne and Larry D. And we was in
Double backdrop.
yeah, boom.
Oh, God bless. Thank God the rope.
And then when Larry D fell in the ring. He hit me so damn hard. I thought, what the hell did you hit me with?
No.
And you did the damn same thing.
No,
Listen here,
Uncle
when
Tommy,
I tried to...
No, me, you, and Donnie was tagging. We was in the 6-man. We was somewhere, and I went to get in the ring, and I kicked you in the
Kicked
eye.
me going in, and I was managing y'all.
No, you was tagging with us.
Was it?
Yes, you was just out after that.
I know, right?
I was like, Uncle Tommy, I got in the ring the same way Dad does. You should have known that.
He said that somebody just kicked me in the forehead.
Sammy dude it blacked his eye. He's like, you kicked me. I was like, how did I kick you? Where was we at that night? I think
Well, for
Irvin.
one, you're supposed to let him get in the ring first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the oldest.
Exactly.
You should have knew better. You let
No,
him get in the
don't
ring.
put this on me.
Well, you did. You tried to be gun on, jump in first
And try to do his damn
to get your shit
celebration.
over.
Yeah, right.
Try to get yourself over, and then you kicked him in the face.
Shit, that sounds like your daddy back in the day.
Dad looked at me, his eyes was crossed.
Yeah, he had a black eye, Sammy.
Dad.
And he looked at me, he was all covered up. I was like, what happened? He's like, you kicked me in the face. I was like, how?
How? That's what goddamn Tino said, do. How? Right?
And of course, it was just me and Donnie versus the other three. I was like, all right, just hang out.
I know, right? Do it, hang out.
So
Just
what do
manage.
you, as far as you go, what do you got currently going on?
I've got Richmond, Kentucky tomorrow at the fair, and then I have a lot of Larry Show, Gen Next, the Elite Wrestling Alliance. I'll be in Texas and Arkansas next month.
Texas. Now, they don't know us down there.
Yeah, I'll be in Texas.
Yeah, they do.
I'll be in Arkansas, and that's my thing is that I'm really trying to go out to the west because that's like I said, I've been to all these places around here, but I want to go
East
west.
is we was strong.
And that's where I've been, and
right,
everybody
right.
knows.
We was heavy,
Yeah.
strong.
Very
and-
safe.
Everybody knows everybody around here,
Right, east.
so that's why I want to go more west. But
Yeah, I
and then a
worked with.
lot of Indiana shows.
You said you had Texas coming up?
Now, Indiana, we done a lot of shows up there.
Indiana,
Yeah.
West Virginia.
With,
Now that I'm in Louisville, I'm constantly
Right.
up in Indiana.
it's all hardcore up there, y'all.
No.
Hey.
No,
Who's
No.
who,
no,
who's got the show down there?
yeah,
It was
it's
all hardcore.
Who's got the show in
yeah,
Texas?
but it's actually there is so many options up in Indiana. Like
Right.
even from when I first started, there's more options in Indiana than there is in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what was that, Dad?
Who's the
Who's got the show in Texas?
Who got the show?
Who's got a show in
Uh,
Texas?
His name is Chewy.
Chewy, Dad. Do you know him?
Ain't gonna be nobody y'all know. Hell,
Who?
Roach is the one that.
Oh,
got me
well,
in touch
hell, I
with.
might know it. Roach hooked you up.
Chewy Martinez.
Chewy Martinez, Dad?
Well, Roach hooked you up, I might know
It's in
it.
Amarillo, Texas.
I don't know.
Here's a question
I'm going
from
up there
Bear.
in August and September.
go ahead.
Here's a question from Barry Steele. He said, if Buddy and Bobby tagged, who would be the general?
There
Barry
you
wants
go.
to know.
There you go. Get him.
So if you two were a tag team, who would be the general?
No, you said you.
No,
And
it says
Sammy.
Buddy
He
and
No,
Bobby.
he said Buddy and
Buddy and
Oh,
Bobby.
my bad. My
He already knows I'm the general.
I'm not getting involved in that. They're going to be.
But Sammy, who would be the general?
I'm noticed.
So you'd be the general.
Yep.
Alright.
Dang.
There you have it.
I'm
Jay.
not, I'm
Man,
not
that sounds like you called down on the show there, bro.
Dang. Bear snorting shit to what that is.
That's all he's doing. He's going to start shit. I ain't
But
started
now
right after
you
he hopped
said
off.
that it was Uncle Petey that stopped me and you from tagging
Yeah.
and made me tag with Bob.
Yep.
Who's Uncle Pete?
Uncle
Big Bobby.
He stopped He's the one that stopped because you was upset. That's what he said.
Oh. Oh.
Anyway, that's
I used to work Sammy with ice train all the time.
No. What about Dad when you put him against Bret Hart? No, what was it? What was his name?
It was Bret Hart. Don't get me started on that bullshit.
Bradley Hart.
Bradley Hart.
Bradley Hart. That was your guy. You trained Bradley Hart.
He quit wanting to train.
Oh.
I know what I'm doing.
Bobby talks mad shit when Buddy ain't in the room.
That's what Barry said.
Barry said
Well.
you talk some shit with Buddy in the room.
He's a little tucked in right now, though, at the moment.
I'm not wanting to shoot on nobody tonight. I just want to have piss on bears.
What? Where's Al at? That's what I know.
Oh, he's washing
He's in his
dishes.
bed or what?
Missy
And y'all
Mark-
talk about me. I gotta be
Missy
back.
puts out a bed at 8.
Oh, my bad.
And Chucky Smooth always says, fuck Al.
We all say fuck.
Chucky, what you doing, Bubby?
Al's washing
Ain't no
dishes.
vacation.
Chuck's in Cancun.
Yeah.
Yep, doing this
He
thing.
been
You
drunk
got
every
another-
day before 10 o'clock.
Donnie, you ain't got another one?
What?
No, that's his third. So
You
the
got
doctor-
another one?
No, it's his last one.
Another what?
Shit,
How many
man.
you had?
Wait, I thought you
I ain't
said
had
this was
enough.
nasty. Thought you said it was
You
nasty.
had 2? You said you had 2 left.
Yeah.
When you drank them?
They're still in the car.
Oh, you leave your in the
He
car.
getting his window down, cooling them down.
Crystal
You,
would let you bring them up here.
no,
You had to leave them in the car.
no.
Who's
It's not-
Crystal?
It's not that.
Bunny.
Your wife.
It's not that.
Bunny
How many
Love.
people sitting in that damn studio?
It's Crystal.
How many people sitting in that studio?
I tell you what, Bubby, this some bitch is a tight ass room. I'm gonna tell you that right
There's
now.
Yes.
8 people inside the room.
8 people wearing
Damn.
asshole to elbows.
Right?
You got 2 people
Hell,
on
B
the
Money's had to
outside.
stand over in the door. He can't even get on camera.
We got Little Bear.
Damn glad I didn't show up.
4 times.
You in that room, your little fat ass.
4 times city champ.
He is a 4-time city champ.
No, that's his brother. That's the one that whooped his
Oh.
ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think Richie was a champ.
No, he never was a champ. You know who's the
I'm
only
just
champion
saying-
in the Bruner family is Big Money.
You want to come
Daniel-
want to
Daniel
come a little bit on
Jr.
camera so I can
whooped
see
him.
you, B Money?
Daniel Jr. whooped him. I'm just saying that's my money. That's where my money's at. I ain't trying to, stir no shit.
Donnie knows. Donnie knows what happens to me and Richie.
Hey, Richie's been talking mad shit anytime B Money's on
Johnny,
here.
who wins?
You win.
Hey, what have I said on the podcast multiple times?
You told
Sign
him.
a contract.
Sign a contract, big boy, because all he does, he comes on here, he talks mad shit, doesn't
So
want
does
to fight
Sean.
you.
Sean always
don't
talks
talk
shit.
no shit.
Sean talks shit. He won't wrestle you or fight you either.
I
We just
wrestle
want a
you.
boxing match.
I'm not.
Yeah, it'd be
I
a hell of a
thought
show.
Sean-
Yeah, it'd be a,
That'd be
No,
a good
I
I
show.
mean, we get a draw,
Wait a
man.
minute.
We can
I
get a
thought
draw.
Sean was just a referee.
No,
No.
he's a
I'm
boxer.
training to be a referee.
He's a
and I
boxer.
fucking not. I ain't no fucking boxer.
And you was
Oh, so I bet you'd have a mud match with Lexxi though, wouldn't you?
She would destroy my ass.
But you do.
and not even break a fucking
He would
sweat.
definitely do it.
But I'm just. It's
but what you and
She don't like
Donnie-
mud.
First of all,
She
I don't
just
do
like-
no
she-
mud match.
Hypothetical.
But I'll get him in a street fight all day
No,
long to be the
No,
shit out of
no,
him.
I'm
no,
good.
no. Wait a
I'm
minute.
good.
We'll join.
You do a Jello match.
Hey,
with
we'll
Lexxi.
do a Jello
I ain't
match.
doing no
Jello
damn
match.
Listen, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You
I'm gonna,
versus Sean John.
No.
listen.
And a Jello match this
No.
weekend.
and I'll put your damn belt
I
up.
don't do
Hold
no
on.
Your
sissy
belt's
ass
on the
match.
I'm
line.
belt on the line.
He's making money here.
And,
No
and
sissy ass
Sean,
matches,
wasn't
no.
you trained by
shut
Donnie
up.
Green?
Listen, listen,
No.
listen to me.
I've never
Your
had a
belt's
Listen.
on the
conversation with
line.
Donnie.
Listen,
Give me a
your
championship.
belt's on the line.
Who in the hell's talking?
Me. Her
Uncle
belt's on the
Tommy.
line. We're gonna make some
Look,
money off
ain't
it.
nobody else getting this. This is Lexxi Green.
Well, we can cover that shit up.
It'll say Sean John's on there.
It'll be Sean
After the
Jones.
Jello
If we
match.
money's right, bullshit wall.
No. I'm not doing no sissy ass match.
I ain't
I
sissy
agree
ass.
with you, Lexi.
Not no Jello or some mud shit.
I know you're
Just
allergic.
give me some weapons to beat the shit out of him, and I'll beat the shit out of him.
No, he can't handle that shit. He's old. He can't handle
But
that
it would be
shit.
so much fun for me.
Huh?
He can't do
It'd be
that.
so much fun for me.
He can't.
For what? Whooping the hell out of him?
Why are
he
you
got-
getting all that freak stuff? You want to hit him with weapons?
I know. Hell, you can use a
I don't
weapon.
want to do no damn Jello.
You can do weapons if you hold
She's
standing
on
in
the-
jello.
she's on
Do
the
you
dark
want
side of the
to? Do
family.
you want to handcuff him and put a ball in his mouth?
Don't give me no idea. Shit.
Look, now you're making.
I just want to put him through a table and shit, okay?
I'm just saying. All
she
right,
could've
I'm
helped
trying to
you.
stir no shit up.
She ain't manly enough. He likes his women a little beefier.
You want to put a ball in his
What
mouth?
the hell we talking about? Where in the hell did
Sean
wrestling
likes
go?
his women a little
Don't worry about it,
beefier.
buddy. I'm trying to get a match going here.
I don't know,
You
Dad.
ain't seen his ex? She looks like a
Look, we
fucking.
don't talk
What?
about my ex.
She looks like a fullback.
Yeah, I
No,
put
I'm
three
fine.
last weekend. I don't know, Dad. I'm just trying to get a match
Mom?
going.
Lex's mom would get in
On
mud.
mud or Jello.
Come on with it, big girl.
No.
Your mama,
What is it?
her
No.
mama wants to
She'll
wrestle
get
in the
involved
mud
in
with
it.
Jello.
Dude, you want me to start there with
Ah.
that?
Sean
Sean
versus
versus
Lexi
Lexi
in a
pillow
pillow
fight
fight
match.
match.
Tuffy Jr. said
You're
that.
gonna be loading the pillows. I know you.
Be like Haley J. Sucker Rocks.
Pillow fight.
Pillow
Trying to
fight.
get rid of that gray hair, dude. It's
Too
not gonna
fucking
sell.
late, dude. I've been getting gray hair since.
It's
15
not gonna
years.
sell, dude. You gotta
You
color
looking
it.
like Samuel.
I'm not wrestling in no
All right,
mud or
we put salt
Jello.
and pepper over.
But you didn't say no.
Who's
Pillow
Ruby
fight.
Green?
Yeah, as long as I can get
As long as you
turn
can.
it up a
Ass,
little
who's
bit.
Ruby Green again?
I'm doing
I'm
this.
trying to
Why
get
you
me
want to
killed.
do a pillow fight?
It ain't.
I thought you was a wrestler.
It's the fans section.
It's the
That's what
fans.
The fans
We want the
that.
fans.
The
He
fans
said-
always.
Jimmy
Fan
wants
pays where we're at. Though. You know what I
Rated X
mean?
is watching.
What about we do a belt
Huh?
match?
What's up, Rated X?
A belt match?
Rated X.
Yeah, man. What
the
you
man-
got?
the
Around
man.
ring's got a belt.
Oh, fuck that.
If you hit the floor, you get whooped by a belt.
Rated X.
Listen, I've got
Rated
hit by
X
the
said
fans before.
The dad never stiffed him with that boot.
Yeah.
Rated X, I can tell you when he started, man. We was up north one night.
What up,
He
rated
was
X?
talking about y'all when I worked for him last time. He said, I know your whole damn family. I said, I'm sorry.
Look,
He used to be Uncle Donnie's brother-in-law.
look. X said, "How you work heel?" And I said, "What do you mean? How do you work heel, Jim?" And look, a little fan come up there to us, and we standing in the back of the gymnasium there, up in Newport or Covington or somewhere anyway.
Ready X said, "What's up?"
No, Crystal.
And he said, Jimmy goes, "How you work heel?" And I said, "Hell, it's easy. Watch. This little kid come up there and
What's up, X?
Yep, Donnie. Bobby said, "What's up, Jimmy?"
Yep.
But anyway, he wanted to know how in the hell you done it. And a little kid come up there with his autograph. He said, "Can I have your autograph?" I said, "What the hell you doing? Trying to write a coat check on me?" Jim didn't know what the hell to say. You know what I mean? So that's the first night he ever worked heel. It was a hell of a show. The guy jumped up on the ring apron. We was in there working. Jumped up on the ring apron, and I said, "What the hell we gonna do now, Jimmy?" Jimmy said, "Hell, he's up on that." I said, "Duck when I come through." And I bounced off the ropes. Jimmy ducked, and I clotheslined that son of a bitch standing up on that ring. And I knocked him out in the cheap seats. Jimmy said, "I reckon." I got arrested that night because I hit that guy.
Uncle Tommy, you've been in jail more times.
I know, right? I bet hell, he was getting in the ring.
You're kind of like your son.
How
You've
come
been in
Jimmy?
jail a lot
How
of
come
times.
X didn't get you out?
X done what I told him. I said, "Duck, because I'm going to drill his ass." And he did. He ducked. And that guy, next thing I know, I was locked up.
Dad's been in jail one time and he learned from it. And you just
Oh,
keep
I'm
going back
gonna tell you about a locked up deal. Me and Donnie, we was down in the mountains. I'm thinking Hazard or somewheres. We was working a local guy. And he was tagging. And the gimmick was to cut that guy's hair. Well, we got it almost down to the end. and they slid me the scissors in, and I cut this blonde-headed guy's hair. And I looked around at Donnie, and him standing there on the corner, and he got handcuffed by the sheriff, standing on the corner rope. Well, what the hell you doing there, Bubby? He said, that was his son. That was his son-in-law. You cut his hair. Oh man! And there stood Donnie. We couldn't even get him unhandcuffed. You know what I'm saying? But as the finish was, Donnie was supposed to pin him. Well, he couldn't pin him, because he was standing on the end of the rope. Who's that?
Oh, it's Bobby.
Scooter.
It's Scooter. No, the best story was me and Donnie was working in church. And they was like, who can get, we all made a bet in the dressing room, who can get the preacher cussing. I said, all right, I got you. And Sammy was with us that night, and I went to the preacher. I was like, dude. And I just went around the ring. We was wrestling Lil Harley and who was that male stripper that we shot on? Anyways, long story short,
Sean.
I was like,
That was Sean.
no,
Sean.
it wasn't Sean Casey, Dad. It was another one that me and Donnie were.
Something lightning.
Jay Lightning.
Yeah,
Jay
Jay
Lightning.
Lightning.
And so we went up there, and I was all, when we got the heat going,
Funky Cowboy.
Yeah,
Hot
Funky
damn.
Cowboy.
and
That's another
Hell
one of your
yeah.
guys.
he told us to lighten up. Of course, we shot on him. We didn't let little Harley get in the ring. We shot on him. And I went out there to the preacher. I said, look, dude, when your daughter leaves her underwear in my house, I would like for her to wash them. I mean, I'm being straight up honest with you. I was like, they smell kind of funny. Well, of course, he goes to cussing me. I was like, bet. Right in the middle of the match, I was like, bet. Everybody had to give me their POs that night. We was in Irving that night. And Donnie was like, are you for real, dude? How you going to say it to the preacher? I said, dude, it was a bet.
Nah, dude, you'd make fun of retarded kids and everything.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Hey, I always got the
I
fat
didn't
back.
make fun of no retarded kids. You did.
no, Corky was a good one. Corky was good.
That dude,
Life
if I
goes
would have
on.
moved you over, your ass would have got it that night. I moved you by half an inch and your ass would have been stabbed.
That's fine. I was like, life goes on, Corky.
We was doing a match, street fight. You was down there at the Ice Center.
Oh, yeah, that's.
We was
yeah.
down at the Ice Center, packed house. We was supposed to wrestle Chuck and Al and them in a street fight. And he was with us. We come out and we was like, we're not wrestling them. And there's this little Down syndrome kid sitting right on the front row, right beside us. And this one grabs the mic. He said, when Corky stops being retarded, we'll do it. And I just looked at him. I said, dude, you can't say that. He said, why? And about that time, that dude's dad took that knife and swung it. Right
And
in
he
his
was in the
face.
wheelchair. And I called him Lieutenant Dan.
Dude, I moved him out of the way.
I know
And
what
it
you're
missed
talking
him
about.
about this much. Missed him by about this much.
I was like, Lieutenant Dan, stop.
I don't care about it. I used to make fun of people in wheelchairs and all that shit, but I didn't make fun of retarded kids.
Dude, it was all fun.
No, they didn't think it was fun.
Yeah.
No. Not at all.
But every time you ever worked a green, you always had to have a chain. Hell, we've had a chain
But that's
ever
what
since
it
we
was,
started.
Uncle Tommy. When you worked us, it don't matter. When you walked out that show, you remembered us.
Right, right.
That's what we was.
Donnie-
I don't care if you was cussing me, you loved me. You went out of that show talking about them damn greens,
And
and that's how we are.
Big Donnie's big move was the loaded boot, and me and Bobby always had the chain. Always. Always. And the loaded boot, that game went forever. Have you ever seen it anymore in all your big ass shows? No, you won't.
I remember when
That
Donnie.
was old school, though.
I remember when
Hey,
Donnie.
old school's real school. However you
That's
want to
true.
look at it.
I remember when Donnie learned to power slam. Who do you think he practiced it on?
But I'm
I
gonna tell
got
you,
power slam more times than anybody in the business.
I want to tell you the difference between the old schools and the new schools. Them wooden rings, they're not metal rings. So you sure the hell didn't want to fall that many times on that wooden ass ring, right?
But
No.
that's it's still a ring. It sounds better though.
It does sound better. But the only flying guy I loved and that's Gypsy Joe.
But
I loved him. Loved
Donnie,
him to death.
when we learned that green light special, who we practice it on?
Me,
Just
no. We had ring up down there in Garrett County, and we was doing a bunch of bullshit.
well, yeah. What was that move we practiced on Justin where we kicked him in the stomach and went and yanked his head back?
Justin had more heart than every one of you put together.
Oh yeah, Justin stopped way before his prime. I
Who's
agree
bringing
with
you
that,
home?
Dad.
Who's bringing who home?
Justin,
That'd be
Who's
my
married,
mom.
Liz?
Oh, it's his
B
mom.
Money's got him.
Asking who's bringing him home. That was great.
Why, your mama's just keeping up with you, ain't she?
Yes, he does.
Damn,
You won't answer my text message? I'm gonna get on your podcast.
Who's bringing?
Oh,
him
we're
home?
sorry.
His
We ain't
mom.
both. We
His
ain't
mom
both
asked him
say.
who's bringing him home.
We're not supposed to say that.
Mary Elizabeth, you want me to take you home?
she already went home with Ann.
You won't be the first
Yes,
one that
she
got
has
Don
one.
one. You won't be the last one.
Why?
I'm just saying, Sammy.
Why Don Juan?
Don one.
The magic stick.
I don't know how magic it is.
So, what would be y'all's favorite road stories that y'all have ever been a part of?
Favorite what?
Favorite
There's
road
so
stories.
many of them. I'm telling you, man.
The best one was in Pennsylvania. I mean, we had a good time, even though that the promoters run out with the money and shit. But it was memories. I mean,
I tell you what, I think my favorite one with Donnie was we done that 6-man at Tartarsaw building. We had all them names there, and they put us with the Steels and Shane Parker and Tuffy. They put us on the one hole.
No. It was in
And-
three-door.
Was it? And dude, we stole.
It wasn't in the one hole.
We was on the 3-hole, I thought.
What hole was it in? We stole the show, dude. We hit every spot we called. Dude, we was all.
I told them they better not have an ass in the seat.
And dude, we hit everything.
And
And
we definitely stole the show. When we come back,
even the wall,
all of them was
all
up
of
there
them
standing
gave us a
ovation.
standing applause. They said, dude, that was a match. We went all over that arena. But we was hungry. We wanted to be big. And Sharon Martelli
We
said
did that OCW style.
it was off the chain. Like Tuffy done a backflip off the top
Shane Parker
rope.
scared of heights. That son bitch did a 360 swanton off the top rope to the floor. Scared to death.
Yeah, and Bear puked on the way out.
No, that was Al. That was Al.
No, Dad, that was Bear.
Bear puke too.
We've had Al and Bear. I'm going to tell you a little story about Al.
Let's hear it.
Let us hear it.
We was in Cynthiana, National Guard Armory, and me and Lexxi Shane was tagging against Al and Bear. And Bear had me in a damn bear hug. And I said, next time he gets hold of me, Shane, you come in and kiss his ass. Well, Shane always packed with a dip in his mouth, right?
Yeah.
Well, Al, instead of Bear doing it, Al done it. Well, he didn't know either one of them apart, so he went running right in there. And there stood Al. Boom! But throwed a lip lock on him like Al's with the puking in the middle of the ring. I was like, are you shitting me? We got to finish the match. I can't finish. I can't finish. He was a puking on the outside. Bear had to come in. That's what we're going to do, Bear. How am I supposed to be to finish? Well, we're going to finish. So we made her finish. But, yeah.
No,
Get the call and ad-lib.
the best rib Uncle Donnie got, Bear used to spray water in his mouth before he went out. So Uncle Donnie put baby oil in his bottle.
Right.
His music hit and he sprayed that water in there. And dude, he got out there at the Jubilee and right in between the ring and the stage, went to puking his guts out. I was like, are you kidding? Uncle Donnie made the dressing room fun as hell.
One of the favorite things I remember is we was doing. I can't remember where the show was, but it was when Dad and Big Bobby was running. We had Chuck Lee on. This dude, big martial arts guy, big jacked up dude. He looked like he got chiseled out of a concrete wall. Jacked up, juice head. He was wrestling Tommy Gunn.
I remember it. I thought it
And
was
somehow, I don't know what happened, but during that match,
it was a water gun.
during that match, he shot on Tommy, busted Tommy's eye wide open. Tommy Gunn come running to the back because Chuck Lee was going to kill him. He come running to the back. He said, man, what's wrong with that guy? He said, that dude's crazy. His eye was all busted. Dad sees it. Well, if you was one of Dad's guys, wasn't nobody allowed to touch you. He didn't care for shit who it was, who you are. If you was one of his dudes, and Tommy Gunn is like family to us, that was one of Dad's guys. Here come Chuck Lee. Dad stopped him right dead in his tracks. Me and Bear standing there. Bear looks at old me, and his eyes are as big. He goes, "Oh shit, dude." He said, "Pops, you think Pops gonna?" I said, "Oh yeah, it's on." And he said, "Dude," he said, "Chuck's huge." I said, "It's on, dude. It don't matter." And Dad went to cussing him. He said, "You son of a bitch." He said, "Hit me like that." And Dad checked him in the chest. He said, "Come on, you bad motherfucker, hit me." And he checked him again in the chest. I said, "Dude," he said, "we're going to have to jump him." I said, "Well," he said, "if Chuck fires on Pops, we got to jump him." I said, "Dude," I said, "it's about to happen. You better get ready." I'm just fucking telling you right now. And Dad told him, he said, "You get your shit, get the fuck out of my building." Dad grabbed his suitcase and threw it at him. Dad tried every way in the world to get. The dude never did. He was like, "I'm sorry." He was still real respectful to Dad because, he had respect for Dad. But dude, Bear was a nervous wreck. He was sitting there. He said, "Dude," he said, "Chuck starts, dude." He said, "It's gonna be hard to get a hold of him." Like, he was a big dude, man, and he's like a black belt in martial arts or some shit. So, like, he wasn't just like an ordinary dude. He was a bad MFer. And my dad didn't give two shits. Never. That's the way he was, though. He didn't care who he was.
Yeah, he don't care.
He didn't give a shit. Once he decided he was going to fight you, that's what he was going to do. That's the way he always was.
Yeah,
it don't matter. It stop.
I'm gonna tell you, he's not telling you no shit. If he didn't like it, he didn't like it. We was down to, I'm not gonna mention no name, but it's down on Limestone. We was in a bar down there, and he wanted to play pool. He threw his quarter down there.
Mid-air.
I said,
Mid-air.
and it was a goddamn. It was. I thought it was a guy. It was a damn woman, I guess. She told Dad and said, "Your quarter's not good." Flip Biggins' quarter off. Glenn said, "No, that bitch don't know who I'm talking to." Throw that quarter back down there. Well, I there standing at the bar, and the pool table was like right there. And this woman stands right beside me. There's a woman there, and she said, "She's messing with my bitch, or he's messing with my bitch." That's a damn guy. I said, "She's messing with my bitch." Glenn done slapped that quarter down there last time, and by God, when she pushed his quarter off, he knocked the shit out of her. I mean, knocked her ass off.
Yeah, you
I
better
thought,
be ready.
I mean, he knocked her, because he going to get his quarter, he put it back in his
It
pocket,
don't matter.
and the damn bar busted loose. You hear me? The whole damn bar busted open.
What time
And
is
then
that?
next thing I'm doing, I'm trying to find out where's
What's up,
Bubby at.
Brady?
I done took the damn beer bottle and busted. And I went out the back door. There stood Bubby. Bubby said, that was fun, wasn't it?
Waffle
His ass
House.
done went out the front and went around to the back. He know that was coming out one way or another. You hear me?
Waffle House, let's see. Congress in, Continental.
No, the best one was I'll tell about Uncle Donnie. Me and Donnie was at the bar, and Uncle Donnie orders a 7-7. Of course, me and Donnie knows, oh shit, here we go.
Don't let him drink it.
So we're drinking this 7-7, and he goes up to the pool table, like Uncle Tommy was saying, I bet you won't make this shot. Why? I'm like, why? So, me and Donnie's drinking this 7-7, trying to chill it out. And next thing you know, he's like, I bet you won't make it. I told you won't make it, you stupid ass. And by God, it cuts loose. Here we go. I was like, this is.
But he ain't getting hit. Donnie's
Uncle
not getting
Tommy-
hit. I guarantee you, he's leaving.
I'm
And everybody
only-
else got there fighting.
Uncle Tommy, I'm only 18, 19 years old when it all cuts
It don't make no
loose.
difference. It don't make no damn difference.
I shouldn't have been in the bar.
Well, it don't make no difference. You better watch him. He just kind of slithers along, you know. Where the hell did you go? I was just kind of watching.
Yeah,
What do you mean,
what
watch?
year did you start wrestling? Because you
I
had to wait.
started 98.
We trained at the same time, but you had to wait.
Yeah, I was 17. I started 98 when I turned 18 at Cynthiana.
So I ended up wrestling a whole year before you. or
Yeah, that was
something
when
like
you
that.
done that.
How old was you,
hood
Lex, when you started?
I started in 2012.
I knew it's something like that.
How old was you when you started?
21?
22.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'll be 35 next month.
Damn, you old.
You gotta say your age.
Oh, I have to map it out to remember.
And I'm 34.
I'm
Yeah,
33.
I've been there for 5 years, so.
You a lying sack
Yeah.
I'll never see 34 again. I don't give a shit how you look at it.
I know when I got started, like I said, the day I turned 18, I tagged with Donnie against Little Harley and Cobra Carl up there at Uncle Tommy's show.
Cobra Carl was the shits.
And he stunk like
Stunk
a.
like
Yeah.
straight
Oh,
ass.
Lord.
I'm talking about stink.
Y'all just let him wear them goddamn old pajama pants.
That was Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, wear his pajama pants. You look like USA on it, and you Cobra Carl.
My bad.
Yeah. Oh,
Who?
and the son bitch been sweating all day for putting the ring
Who?
on training.
Little
Didn't
Harley
take no
and
shower.
Cobra
Just
Carl.
went
My
straight-
bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Matter of fact, Dad was managing us our first year.
I know when we come out to Thunderstruck, he said, "What the fuck
Yes,
is this?"
Dad was so mad about it. He's like, "This is stupid."
Hi, Hayden.
That's right.
But we all trained together, and
About that time.
That's also the best time
15
the camaraderie because you're training together.
no, we didn't like them. We just trained together. We was still.
We didn't train you all. We bumped y'all.
Just
Yeah,
like we did.
Yeah.
We learned to bump, period. We didn't learn.
Y'all know how to take a bump, but you don't know how to rap.
I didn't really learn psychology and
Yeah.
technical part of it until I got hooked up with Chris Hayes.
But I'm going to tell you, I've told every damn one of you, if you ain't got a storyline, don't play it.
Games.
Yeah,
I
I've
didn't-
not told you that.
As like Donnie said, I didn't know psychology until I got with Chris. I didn't know you had to work the left limb until I got with Chris. Hell,
Well,
I
you
just
was a
thought you
bump.
grabbed one.
You was a bump.
Yeah.
Listen, our training,
Well,
when he worked with me, he had so many names for so many.
That was
things,
our
I so
school.
confused at what the hell was going on. He's like, we're gonna get on this merry-go-round over here, and then we gonna go jumping jacks. And I'm like, what the hell are you
That's the
talking
way Big
about?
Bobby was. He was telling us, y'all gonna do this, and then he was calling it stuff, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I mean,
For
so
the
then,
longest time,
like,
I would call shit, and people's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "I don't know the real name for it because this is what Uncle Tommy taught me.
Like I said, we didn't
This
know
is
it
a
was,
merry-go-round."
Lexi, we didn't know it was a 3-step ring until Chris explained it. What do you mean a 3-step? Yeah. All right,
I
that makes
do.
sense.
we
I
didn't
mean,
even,
Dad
we didn't
and
even
Uncle
know which
Tommy
leg to
showed
put.
us.
When you lock a headlock on, we didn't know which leg was the lead leg and which leg was the behind leg. We didn't know any of that.
We don't want
We
y'all
didn't know.
that.
We didn't know.
want y'all to know
When
that.
you take a bump, we didn't know that you plant your right elbow up and feet up with your left arm towards the ropes. We didn't know that.
we
we
didn't
just
want
got
y'all.
But you,
We didn't want y'all to know that.
but you learn.
Oh yeah, we learned.
We learned.
Yeah.
That's like when we went to Linda Walker, Dad.
I learned real quick.
We worked her boys and we just put them over and they was terrible.
That built character right there.
We had plenty
Yeah.
of character.
Yeah, we got a lot of character building.
we just
You tell
beat
me
'em
y'all
up.
didn't love that.
No.
If we'd have taught you that, then y'all would have quit
If I would
halfway
have knew to
through.
wear fucking elbow pads and knee pads, I could still be
I'll
wrestling.
give
right
it
now.
that. Yes.
But we were
Yes.
told you pussy.
No, you wouldn't. No, you
Yes.
wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Dad said if you wear
You
knee
wear knee
pads,
pads,
You
you're
wouldn't
pussy.
need your pussy.
we didn't
Yeah,
put
that's
knee
what we was
pads
told.
on, and I was like, dude, this
We
is
showed
great.
up to training with knee pads on, taking fucking things off.
Yes.
What? Pussies only wear them. We ain't never wore a knee pad in our life. It didn't register to us that you motherfuckers couldn't walk then.
I know, right? If we couldn't walk, y'all wasn't gonna walk.
Yeah, y'all was limping around back then when you was training.
I know, we was young then.
Yeah, y'all was still able to go. And then it didn't dawn on me. And then now I think about it, like I never wore knee pads until the last 6 years of my career.
It was when we got with Chris. I put knee pads on.
Because I showed up.
But y'all hit him under the damn tights. Oh my God, y'all wasn't warm then. We
Chris
was on the
told me,
show.
he said, man, you don't wear knee pads? I said,
Yes.
Nah, pussies wear that. He said, what? He said, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. I said, well, Dad and Bobby said, he said, stop. He said, go get you some knee pads. He said, those guys have been getting people for years. He said, don't listen to that.
Yeah,
Go
we
get-
was walking around.
I didn't wear knee
concrete
pads,
on our
seriously.
knees.
It was my last 6 years of my wrestling career.
Yeah.
I wrestled almost 20 years.
I still got
Didn't
my
wear
But it looked good.
pads, no knee pads. And then at the last 6, I didn't wear but one elbow pad because 2 of them felt weird.
Cause
I
you
just-
bumped too damn.
And it looked good.
But
And it
but
looked
if I
good.
would still had knee pads on and elbow pads, I'd still be able to wrestle to this day.
But
You lying
don't
ass.
shake nothing.
Wait a minute. I can still wrestle to this day. I can still get my
Oh,
license.
shit, fell back in.
I done got my grill fixed. I can still wrestle.
You think you can till you get in that ring, and I promise you, it's a
Well,
whole
now
different
I'm gonna
thing.
call the spots.
You can't.
Be like, hey, pull
You're
my
done.
hair, and let's walk and talk.
You're done.
We're gonna tell a story.
Dude, I was done, and then they pulled me back in to do that
Like I
angle
tell
with
you
Board
what.
Crew. This
And
one
he
here,
had so much fun.
this one here was in a. She was managing him at the time, and
And
then
he turned his back on
so-
me and fucked me up.
well, Larry worked this angle before he even called me, that Crew and her was going to split and basically turn or whatever. She was turning on Crew or however it went, and Larry calls me. He said, "Man, I got this guy. He's a young guy. He's like Board Crew. He's like he's a good dude." He said, "I got him in the angle with Lexxi. I need you to come back." I ain't wrestled for a year.
I begged him.
Not one match. He said, "I need you to come back." I said, "Dude," I said, "I ain't been in the ring for a year." He said, "Oh, it's like riding a bike, bro. You pick it right back up." I was like, "No, dude." I said, "I really ain't been in the." He said, "Just come back." He said, "You don't have to get in a match right away." He said, "We build it up." He said, "I'll have you beat the shit out of him for 3 or 4 weeks." All right. Oh shit, that sounds good to me. So I come back, and then so she's out there. They had this little spiel, and she's cutting this promo, basically saying, you know, she can't rely on nobody, but and she's in his face, and he turns her, and I think you smack him a couple times or something. I don't remember. But I jump him from behind, but I come shooting out with the chair, and I blister Crew's ass with this chair. I smoke him. I mean, I beat the shit out of
It's actually
Crew.
on YouTube.
I beat the shit out of Crew for about 4 weeks with this chair. Me and Lexxi did.
Yeah, it was the one that was had
Got
the
the
name.
rose on
Had
it.
Rosa.
Yeah, Rosa, the chair Rosa, and
And I beat the shit out of him, dude. So we built it up, and then it got to where we wasn't allowed to touch. And so me and Lexi would go out there and tease him. I'd have matches, or I'd interfere in his match. It was really good. And then we built it up to a House of Chairs match, where there's a cage match and there was chairs lined all around the cage. You could use it. I've had 3 of those. I've lost all 3 of them.
that's the video right there. Lexi return.
All right. I'll tell you what, Donnie. Let's do it. I'll get my license back.
I don't want to wrestle no more.
You get your
Yes.
license back.
I don't want to wrestle no more.
Dude, I'm not saying I'm not traveling to West Virginia and all
I'm
that.
not traveling
No,
to
but
fucking
Lexi-
Richmond.
Richmond every month.
I'm not wrestling.
I'm
I
in
don't want
Richmond
no-
every
I don't
month.
want no part of it.
Who's the promoter?
Adrian.
Hey.
Adrian.
He's a
Adrian.
good dude.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Adrian's
Like
a good dude.
he's gonna let
Adrian's
good dude.
Adrian's a
we
good
can talk
dude.
about it.
Adrian's
in a
got a
little
good
bit,
head
but
on
yeah.
the shoulder.
Yeah. I actually knowed him when he first started, so yeah, he's a good dude.
I know of him.
And believe me, he lives
But-
a lot like
Can you
you.
believe it? That little
Lexi,
crew
if
still
I
looks
get
like
my
that.
license back.
Crew is such a good dude, man. And such a
That's the
good
only
guy
one
to
I'm
work.
not traveling. I'm only off
Well, yeah,
every other
of course.
weekend.
And the thing was, he was still
It's,
really fresh. Like he just had got
second
started
Saturday
here.
of every month.
And Larry
'Cause I
was like,
still got-
just want me to work
I
him
still
so
got
he
my
can get some
gear.
experience.
And he still looks like that, too.
And I still got Dad's old boots that come off
He's
Ronnie
bigger
Garvin.
now. He's
Yeah.
more jacked up.
I mean, granted,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be stiff. They're just gonna
Let's
get
go,
up.
I
man.
am
Same
too,
beard.
so.
They're just gonna get up. I'm really thinking about getting my. I got my grill.
This promo was crazy. I'm like, many men have been in and out of my life. And they're like, oh, really now? I'm like, but only one thing has ever stayed constant, and that's family.
The PTW heavyweight title.
Well, this is when I deem myself the queen of the company.
Make sure you catch.
What's his at, sis?
That was
This
in
is in
Paris
Paris?
at the PTW Sportatorium.
I got married in that building.
Yeah.
There's Daryl.
Yep.
For those that don't know, we're watching Lexi Green cutting a promo on Lord Crew.
Lord Crew just come back from Japan. He had that big old tournament over there. He did real well.
Who did?
Lord Crew.
Donnie,
guy right there.
Brian Beach still doing it?
Not that I know of.
I ain't seen him since
All I know is you tried to bump 3 seconds before he threw that kick.
And then boom.
Oh, here it comes.
Look at that. Still moving like a cat. I ain't been in for a year. Big as hell. Look how
Cat.
fat I am.
Cat, moving like a cat.
You see how fast I slid?
Like a
Slid in there like a
tomcat.
goddamn like grease. There was grease in there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
God damn. Like a damn cat. Look. And look.
I
Look
definitely
who's
like
taking
to get
pictures.
part 2 of
Look,
this.
what? Oh, shit. That's a week. Nah,
Oh.
that,
Why is it just
Tuffy
gonna wait
Jr.
on
said
like,
that you're
all
going to be
right,
blown. Bobby Tuffy Jr. said you're going to be blown up within the first 5 minutes.
That's fine. I'll tag out.
So,
you gotta be tagging that for damn sure.
That's for damn sure.
Hey, that was some of our fun times when we tagged.
Huh?
I said when me and you tagged, it was fun.
He was blew up coming to the ring. I know I tagged
I didn't
him.
have to
Remember
blow up.
you had me do that one spot where you hold their legs when they're on the rope and jump leapfrog over
Right,
you
right,
onto them or
right,
whatever.
right.
Now, I
love
think
that
the
move.
best spot I remember Uncle Donnie doing, remember the chair spot where they moved and he hit himself?
Yeah.
That was Uncle Donnie's
We learned
spot.
that. We learned that. Actually, Don and Al Green used to do that move.
Really, that was
That's
Uncle
how we
Donnie's
learned
spot.
that. And that's a badass spot. That's a hell of a finish, too.
Well, that woman was so pissed. literally.
Because I kept
walked-
calling him Lord Crow.
She kept, like, anytime I'd come out and shit, because she got so mad over shit, she would follow us all the way from the entrance, walk all the way around until we got in that ring.
Yeah.
So I showed up, the crowd's down. The next week's, the crowd comes back up.
That's what I was gonna say. The crowd's down.
Crowd's down, but then
There was something going on that night.
right. The crowd starts coming back up. I mean, I've been gone for a year.
Blowed up like hell. Look at you.
Oh, I can't even breathe.
I know, right? And then you gotta talk. And Lexi ain't even getting
Ain't
close to the
talking
mic.
shit.
Ain't getting close to the mic.
Because that was the whole point of that. I
No,
was
you got
between,
it. He
and
blowed
was-
up. He's
No.
blowed up.
The point of that shit was that
You gotta
I
be
was
talking, or he
loving
can't,
that
he
I
can't
was
do
the
both.
fucking
He can't do
royalty
both.
there.
I pictured the
can't
mic.
do
I
both.
pictured the mic. I said, say something, goddammit.
I know, right?
Lexi, where'd you get your boots?
Those boots come from pro wrestling boots with them.
See, I had a pair of those, and I liked them.
I loved them. The
I
matte
messed
leather.
up and sold the damn things.
I
Donnie
got them for
used
like
to borrow them.
$200 when I got
They
those.
was $225.
Look how
Yeah.
neat they are.
And I messed up and sold them when I got my license tape.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I still
Mine got
had
stolen.
those.
I wear shooters now, but that's because I
They're
have all my
pissed.
kick pads and.
You said
There
that's
she
your
goes
boots,
falling,
Donnie?
y'all.
Your white
Oh,
ones?
yeah.
Oh yeah, like see, look, she is
See, I can
literally
borrow-
following us, running her mouth because she's so pissed.
See, I can borrow
See, mine
Donnie's
was easy
boots.
to figure out which one to get. I always got the fattest, biggest one in there, so I know he couldn't catch me when the shit ever hit the fan. That's who I
Well,
was.
that one was crazy. She jumped the railing all the
Oh, yeah.
time. She
Oh, yeah.
through shit at us,
Oh, yeah.
chairs.
Yeah, I always went
Look, she's
when I
still
was
freaking going.
when I working face. When I'm working face, I used to go to mom's feet and lay real close to that rope and let them choke on me. Shit, I wouldn't have to lay there long. You hear me? Shit, mom be in the ring. You hear me? How many times you seen mom get up in the ring, huh?
But I was wrestling.
Or
I was
dead,
wrestling the monster
or
Abyss.
kick the damn
I was
ring.
wrestling Abyss at Continental.
Hell
me and
yeah.
me and him had rolled out of the ring to the outside. And he had me on the outside. He had bumped me over the top rope, and I fell out, and I landed right at Memo's feet. Right there, boom. Abyss grabs me, and he's standing on top of me. He's just hammering down. All of a sudden, he said, "What the?" And I hear him. He's like, "You fucking bitch!" And she done had him by the hair. She had
I
him
was
by
there that night.
she had him by the hair and was jerking it, like pulling it, and he jumps up, and I had to look up at him and say, "That's my grandmother, that's my grandmother." Like, he was fixing to backhand her because she had a handful of hair, and when he pulled away from her, she still had hair in her hand.
And man, and you think about it,
And that sumbitch is 7 foot tall.
right,
Right,
right.
Abyss
That's what I'm
was-
getting at.
Abyss was cool as hell, though. He was.
So as soon as I said, "That's my grandmother," he said, "Okay, brother," and he just pulled me away. He said, "You want to go back?" I said, "It's up to you."
You're on your own.
You just took your ass whooping. It's up to you, man.
Like
If you want to go back.
that
So, I mean, but yeah, that Memo didn't give a shit. She'd be right in the mix of it. Like I said, the bitch 7 feet tall, 400 pounds.
Shit, mom be up
She
in the
had,
middle of
she
it.
had him locked up, son, get off my grandbaby. Don't you grab my grandbaby?
That's the oldest grandson I am. You getting the ass whooping.
It's about time, man.
Yep, it's about that time.
Boy, I
we
enjoyed it.
definitely need to do a part 2 of this.
Well, I'm glad you got to talk with us.
Hey, it's all about listening to the
I'm
story.
glad you got your story in.
You don't mess up putting us all in the same room.
I
That,
know,
that's
right?
the point,
Some of us
though.
barely
That's
even
why
got
we
some.
wanted this, and so we could get the story. So we want to do a part 2 of this, a part 3, a part 4, a part 5.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
maybe,
get, and I'm getting all them parts. I'm gonna start getting paid. You hear me?
But
Oh,
yeah,
not getting paid
I
already,
just
I'm
want to
sorry.
say thanks, everybody, for having us on, man.
yeah.
Everybody that tuned in tonight, all the viewers.
Hey,
that
I
came
love
on,
y'all.
Appreciate it.
Love y'all.
I always have fun coming to the Nice Guy Andy podcast. It's always a good time here.
I hate it here, and I hate all of y'all.
You guys tune
I
in.
know. I know. You
Tune
hate
into
me.
these guys.
Love you too.
They have different guys on all the time. They have different shows. It's not just about wrestling. And you know, send them stars, send them donations. That's what keeps this thing going, and it helps these guys out and keeps the lights on around here. But thank you all again.
I hope y'all had fun out there.
That's
Y'all
me.
paying
I just
him
want
for
to
a
say
sponsorship, ain't you?
thank you all.
Yep.
everybody's got stories with us. We thank y'all. I'm telling you what.
Next
me,
time I come
Donnie,
back,
before I really got interrupted. Me, Donnie, Uncle
time
Tommy,
Frank comes back.
we all had fun. We all had a blast wrestling. I love y'all like brothers. Y'all keep in touch, and dude, keep us going, cause we had a blast. All right, go ahead, Uncle Tommy.
next time I come back, I want everybody to call in and give me a story that y'all remember of us. How about that?
Yeah, 'cause you know that they had plenty of stories.
And I
about
want
Greg.
y'all to spread the word, to make the word.
And another thing, you keep doing what you're doing, and keep the name going, and keep trucking down these roads and stuff, and just keep doing what you're doing.
And
I
you
got
know
all
where the
respect
greens
for
came
you.
from now, right?
Lexi,
Yeah.
All the respect for
I'm
you.
thinking about getting my license back. I
Oh,
can still do it.
This motherfucker.
I'm telling you, I got one show a month.
I
in
tell you
me.
what. You better call Crystal and ask her if you can manage Lexi.
Manage?
We'll
she
see
gonna
how-
manage me.
She don't manage
Shut up.
motherfucker. She's a worker.
She's a worker.
Well,
You out.
You
look,
out.
if
You
I get
would
my
manage-
license back,
That's the best
You
thing
would
to do.
manage.
if
her.
I get
He
my
be fighting
license
him
back,
because he's done went and got his back to manage me.
if
Yeah.
I get my license
Yeah.
back, you're gonna get your license
He's
back.
got the whole certificate and
I'm
everything
done.
because he wants to manage.
I'll
Hey,
never wrestle again.
yeah, y'all promoters out there,
Y'all
I do have my license,
All right,
so
I'll
if you
give you
want to
that
see
right.
Lexi,
I'll never wrestle again.
Book Tommy to be her manager.
there you go. There you go,
I
He
do.
promoter.
went and got back his license just so he
I
could
got
manage
my
me.
license just to be a manager.
What are you gonna do? Where are you
I
gonna put your wallet?
I don't know. I don't know. Let them know.
I'll carry him on my back. I don't care.
Shut up.
I'll bring him to the ring.
Shut up.
I got you.
You keep doing what you're doing.
Any last words, Sammy?
No, I'm good.
Well, with that, you ain't having fun.
You ain't getting none.
Damn